So yeah, um, Zenless Zone Zero. I really like this game. I started playing it in December 2024, like the very end of last year. Um, when the Hoshimi Miyabi character got unveiled and released, and then I proceeded to spend too much money getting that character to Mindscape 6, but that's a whole other can of worms. Um, I didn't know what to expect. I was already looking forward to the game. I had just not played it up to that point because it was like on my list of things to do. I hadn't got around to it. But I'm quite thoroughly enjoying it. It's got a really good story, a lot of cool characters, a lot of really good stuff going on. I would say like the TLDR or TLDW, if you've not played it or you're not in the know, and like just to get like a quick like synopsis, it's just like an action RPG, but it plays like well, I shouldn't say it plays like Devil May Cry, but it is very much like a third-person action game with action RPG elements. And then like to go even farther than that, it's got just a very stylized look to it. It looks like an anime that you play, is what I keep saying. And if you played Final Fantasy 14, it's basically like the main story is like okay. Depending on how you feel about the MSQ, I would say that it's like it's up there, right? It's not like eclipsed the MSQ yet, the main scenario quest in Final Fantasy 14, but I would say it's like it gives it a run for its money. It had a really good finale on the first season, so I'm hoping it just keeps getting better and better. And then like it does a similar thing with 14, where it has like a bunch of factions that they with like, a bunch of characters that are like tied into each other, and then just like loops or like it spins everything into like itself, and then it like spins out into like stuff that happens in the story and stuff. But let's see. So we're in chap. We're at the end of season 1. So season 2 is about to start. I don't know if it'll be in 2.0, but we're in like patch. I want to say like 1.7. I think. Let me see. Or is it 1.6? But you know, we're like there. Yeah, we're at 1.6. 1.7's been teased with Vivian and Hugo, and then Jane and Lighter rerun. So I just thought it would be a good time. I've been meaning to do this like for a while, just because when I first started playing it, my stream initially like messed up on my console to where like the broadcast stopped, so I couldn't like get the whole thing. So I don't have like the first beginning parts of the story and stuff. But so like the idea behind this basically is I think I'll just go chapter by chapter and then like figure it out as I'm going along and like make improvements, make adjustments, whatever. But I just wanted to do like a quick like recap of the story. Also, think it's just like got really crazy here. If you know, you know. I'm not gonna say what happens because I don't want to like spoil it if you haven't played it. But like it gets really good. Um, or that's the other thing, right? It's like after the season 1. I don't know if there's sirens are in the background, but like sorry about that. But like at the season 1 finale, dude, when with like the bringer situation and the sacrifice thing, that was like just man. That was like I had not played the game until December, and then like that was like one of my favorite moments all year. And I was like, dude, I got to like do something about this game. So I've been playing it every day on Twitch. I haven't really been like doing anything on my YouTube with it besides like bringing the archives over. So I was like, okay, let me revisit the story and do like a quick recap, or try to do like a recap and like do it justice, because I tried to stream it and then like get into the story, but then my stream is messed up, so I kind of dropped the ball in that regard. It messed things up. It wasn't my fault, but I'll still make it right. So I think we're gonna jump in with prologue chapter 1. Let me see where to stop here, because chapter 2 is where we should start. I mean stop. And chapter 2 is, let's see, because there's this mechanic in the game. Okay, so what is this? Did you commission? In or not level gated, something something, what? Oh, Bellabog, okay. Okay, so Bellabog is chapter 2, so that's where we'll stop. But there's like a thing in the game where you can like go into it's called the video archive. And like you just like replay / rewatch cutscenes and stuff, right? But it's like I haven't actually done it like the whole thing, and I also wanted to like replay the whole thing just because we got to the end of this season and like the epilogues that we're in. And I'm like, let's do like a story recap on like the whole thing. And so like besides this, you've got like because this is like Phaethon, who is Bell and Wise. They're proxies. It's a whole thing. Just stick around. It'll explain itself. And you've got agent stories, which basically are like they happen in parallel, um, and they're basically focused on like one character. So Soldier Lovin, Nekomata, I believe that's Jane, Kaleda, Lycon. But yeah, you like get to know the cast of characters over time as you like play through all this stuff, and it's like really good. But then the agent stuff is like really good just because it's like a very focused thing on like that character and their story, and like dives into like what they're. Well, it depends, right? Like sometimes it's a backstory, sometimes it's just like an episode of like an adventure that they have, or like stuff happening in New Eridu, which is like the place where they all live. Um, but man, the last three of these have been really good. Haramas's man. It took, but like the last three took such a dark turn at some point in the story, and it's just like in the agent story, and it's like I hope the next one is like a happier fun time because we had this like thing with Astra, um, special episode where we just like did like a pop star concert thing, and you had like three agent episodes after that where just like really down and dark, and it's just like dude, the tonal shift on some of these is crazy. But yeah, there's also like these special episodes where you get to hang out with a character and like have an adventure. So it's good stuff. But we're gonna start with the Phaethon story, chapter 1 stuff. But see, now I'm like, well, Bellabug, where's this? Let me try to find where Bellabug shows up, because I don't know how this is, like, structured here, because I've not actually done the, like, replay thing, like I said. So I'm not sure how many tapes in I need to go. What's at Bellabug, right? So I guess not, I saw the cutscene of, like, that TV show, so I guess once I get there I'll stop, but yeah, this is the, Zenless story recap. I guess I'll just, like, mute myself, until I'm out of the episode, or like I'm at the character select screen. I might talk about something, depending on like what it gives you. But yeah, let's get started.
Over there! Go! Go! Get down!
Yes. Citizens, I'm the head of Janice Quarters Public Security, currently conducting an operation on 14th Street. I regret to inform everyone our operation has been disrupted due to the appearance of a hollow. I'd like to remind the public we are in pursuit of the Red Fang Gang, the group responsible for the terrorist attack on the Research Institute. These are dangerous dudes. Criminals. Particularly their leader, Miguel Silva. Everyone should remain vigilant.
I'm pissed! As the station's reporter, I can't listen to this anymore! Those criminals need to get... As soon as we find them, we should just get them all, and then them again!
Excuse me, Mr. Reporter. I'm still giving a briefing on the case.
I don't give a mother... Listen here, you Red Fang mother... Don't think the Hollow can protect you. The Public Security's Air Force is on the way. You're... Is that right, officer?
There's a window! Boss, we can get out this way!
But that's a hollow down there. Fine, a way out is a way out. Can you break the glass, Billy?
Easy! Leave it to me! Ah!
It bounced off. This glass must be tough. Damn, I knew it wouldn't be that easy. This window is...
Reinforced bulletproof glass. You won't be able to break it. The cunning hairs. Dog job agency. Why? Why would you steal from the Red Fang gang? My men went through so much trouble to...
You stole the strongbox from the Institute. We're just returning it to its rightful owner. Hey, don't make it sound like we're the bad guys.
We're all trying to get by on the same streets. Why? Why would you be helping the cops?
Sorry, but it's not public security that commissioned us. And also, that's none of your business anyway.
Of course it is! They had people steal from my territory! So I have to teach them a lesson! Why don't you just give it back to me? It's so important to us that I'm willing to exchange it for your lives!
So you need the whole gang armed and ready to handle 3 people? This is the Silver Tears? It's even weirder than the rumors. Wait, is that a flashbang? Correct. It's a GS2 high-lumen military flashbang. The blast is quite strong. Awesome! Time to wake up, Billy!
What?
Eyes open, everyone! Say cheese!
Oh, my eyes! So you choose to resist? In that case, I have no choice but to kill you all!
You've made a mistake, mister. We aren't your enemy. That is.
Falcon 4 to Commander, we've arrived at the source of the light and found the Red Fang Gang. Repeat, we found the Red Fang Gang. Awaiting orders.
Boss, it's the Air Force! That flashbang just now, it was to attract a helicopter!
You finally noticed? Now it's your turn to choose, you crybaby. You can stay and fight us, and then get caught by public security. Or you can run, and we all get to live.
Damn you, cunning hairs!
It's in a hare's nature to avoid getting caught. Don't hold it against me.
What? You found the Red Fang? Then what are you waiting for, Commander? Pick the biggest gun and rain down justice!
Falcon 4, attack order received.
We're done for.
I want to file a complaint!
Alright, so every, like, story sequence when there's, like, combat, you get to the screen and you can select a character. Okay, and then sometimes you can't switch character because you're locked into the trial character. So here we're Ambi, She's cool. She's like your first character that you get. Uh, but like the two characters that she was with, Billy and Cole, they're from the faction Cunning Hares. They're basically your starter Pokemon. Like if you play this free to play, you should basically just like don't do anything else with any other characters, because just ride these three until you get to like whatever, like however many polychrome you need to like try to pull another character that you really want, because you'll get good mileage out of them. They're pretty decent. You've got like Ambi here as a stunner, which is like looking back, it's kind of weird that they give you like the stun character without a support, or like that they just don't give you an attacker first. I never really thought about that. But I guess it makes sense, right? 'Cause you can like stun enemies and then blah blah blah. Oh, I guess before I continue, I'm about to jump into this, but it does kind of follow that format of like some current action RPGs where it has like your enemies all have stagger meters or stun meters, whatever you want to say. Like if you played Final Fantasy VII Remake, um, Nexus, Scarlet Nexus does this. I want to say Tales of Arise. I haven't played Tales of Arise, but it probably does this as well. Grand Blue Fantasy Relink does this, but there's basically like the combat sections, all the enemies have this like little meter on their health bar, and you fill the meter, and like it stuns them or breaks their guard or whatever, or what have you, and like that's the time when you go in with your attacks and like do damage, do DPS. That being said, that's not how all of the characters currently work in the game anymore, because they kind of added on top of that. I would go into it, but it's like I don't want to take too much time away from like the recap stream. But that's like one way of doing it, right? Because there's other stuff that they have now where you can just like stack anomalies with disorders and just keep damaging, and like you don't have to like worry about the stagger. There's just like alternate ways to approach, how you're going to take down a boss or an enemy. Like that's not the only way, but like that's the main way that you have at the beginning. But we're on the lookout for the Red Fang gang here as we're running away from the like the gang in the outside the hollow that chased us into the hollow. Oh, I guess the hollows. We'll get there. I'm not going to get ahead of myself, but that's where Ambi just fell into, like the little black hole things. They're like how to explain the hollows? They're basically just like you go inside of them, and it's basically it's like you're still in the world, right? It's just like inside the hollows are creatures called ethereals and other things that are like dangerous, and it's dangerous in there, and you can degrade and either get corrupted or other bad things. You try to want to get out as fast as possible, and then to get out of there, they hire proxies. We'll probably get around to it in this part of the story, but I guess another way to think of it would be like kind of like the Upside Down in Stranger Things, but it's not a one-to-one, so I actually don't think of it like that, but very similar, where you're just like in the world, but you're like not like there's like different stuff happening when you're inside of one. It's a whole thing, but yeah. Let's pick up with Ambi here and keep going.
Confirmed. We've fallen into a hollow. Let's get going. An ethereal. That was quick. Thunder!
Yes, citizens, I'm...
Okay, I didn't know if the next one down was the next one to play or the next section, so I messed up on that. But whatever, I can back out and we'll just go to the next thing. Like I said, I haven't really done the whole replay the thingy thing, so I didn't know. Like, I thought I was just gonna go down here, but I guess our next thing is this one. Because I guess we did find ethereals here, right? Yeah. Okay, well anyway, I guess we're picking up with Billy here. Let's jump in here.
Tracks, platforms, carriages. This is the old metro junction. If that's the case, then this must be the Cretan Hollow. Good. Headset still works, and the recording function is normal. This is Anby Damara, a member of the odd job agency, the Cunning Hairs. I accidentally fell into a companion hollow. I don't have a carrot or proxy support. Probability of getting lost in the hollow is at 96.4%. I will be making a voice log of my experience. Let it serve as evidence for future investigation in the case I am killed or turned into a monster by the ether. Anby's Hollow Survival Log number 1. From my surroundings, I can confirm this is the old Metro Junction area of the Cretan Hollow. The Metro Hollow's terrain is inherently complex. My chances of being rescued will be reduced by 37.8% if I don't consider my next step carefully. If anyone doubts the nature of the Hollow's spatial distortions, please use my recording as proof of their danger. Please don't enter a hollow unless you are a professional investigator. Otherwise...
There you are, Anby! Great! I knew you'd be okay! Whoa! Hey! What's gotten into you? You almost got me!
I've met another being of reason. He looks a lot like my colleague, Billy Kidd.
What are you talking about? It's me! Billy!
An investigator has previously encountered ethereals who can mimic human speech and behavior. The investigator rescued the ethereal pretending to be their teammate, but once they got out of the hollow, it revealed itself. The city made a huge sacrifice, but it was unable to defeat the monster. It was only thanks to a courageous investigator who gave his life to drive the monster back into the hollow that the danger was averted.
Come on, the ethereal would be done for the minute it left the hollow. Wait, isn't that the plot of that movie that was in theaters not long ago?
There was a long list of victims involved in the incident. I read all their names.
That's called a cast list!
Question: who would you most like to have dinner with?
Huh? Dinner? Of course. That'd be the big screen superheroes! The Starlight Knights! Wait! Put your blade down! I'll tell you! It's really the late night drama actress from... Oh, sweetie. Monica.
All clear. The individual has been confirmed as the real Billy Kidd. Meeting Billy Kidd increases my chances of survival by over 67.8%. I'm glad you're okay, Billy.
I told you I'm me! It's been a while since we fell. We can't contact Nicole from inside the hollow, but I'm sure she's coming up with a plan. But will she be willing to pay for a rescue crew? You know what Nicole's like.
Based on Nicole's tight-fisted spending habits, I'd say your original analysis is likely correct.
Damn. Now you've got me worried. Let's not get carried away. We have to work together to get through this. As usual, you take the front, and I'll provide fire support from behind.
Right.
Alright, so, looks like we're Billy and Anby here. And then Anby did say some stuff about the Hollow, but she was, like, talking about a movie. That's gonna tie into, like, a lot of stuff later on, because the two protagonists, Belle and Wise, own a video store. And then, like, it's a whole thing of, like, they have a collection of movies that everybody will like browse when they're in their store and like check out. It's kind of like a Blockbuster from back in the day. It's kind of cool. Um, and like every time you interact with characters, as you unlock more of them, you get to talk to them about their favorite movies and stuff. And like there's always like all these discussions about like movies and stuff and like what they like and like their personalities. But yeah, let's get back into the story.
Which one?
Roger.
My heart rests a little easier whenever you're around, Ambi.
Same for you.
Quit moving! Don't worry, everyone will get their share! Whoa! Barely missed me. Sorry, it's nothing personal. We're regular people. You're monsters. We're destined to be enemies. I'll aim for your weak spot. It won't hurt. Huh? Oh! I forgot to reload! Okay, buddy, wait a sec! Time out! Ah!
Stay focused.
Whoopsie daisy! Wait, who's that over there?
The strongbox is right at his feet.
You're right! Awesome! Saves us the hassle of searching for it. Slow down, Ambi. What are you gonna do?
Catch him, then recover the strongbox.
Just wait.
I never destroy one!
Yep, looks like ether corruption. This mutation is so intense. I don't think this guy has any ether aptitude at all.
Destroy! Get! Take!
His consciousness is still holding on.
It's too late. Ether crystals are forming all over his body. He's all ready.
Help! Destroy
against the core. Damn it! He's almost completely mutated. This guy's a tough one. Anby, get ready!
Roger that.
I guess I forgot to mention, this also got recently announced for Xbox Series consoles. So if you have any interest, you can probably check this out to see oh, is this something I'd be interested in playing. But yeah, there was a example of the ether corruption and what happens when you get ether corrupted. Because I don't think there's any example. There might be an example of someone getting corrupted and then saving them, but usually it ends with them turning into an ethereal, which is what just happened, and you kind of have to put them down because they're just a murderous monster that wants to kill and destroy. So we're still on trial characters here, so let's jump in and take care of business.
Anby, I'll cover you!
It's got a sword for a hand. Watch out.
Its flashes also have a wide range! Ah! I've got plenty of bullets! Feel the ultimate starlight! Starlight, shine bright! In my sights!
Roger. Later.
Careful!
Eliminating target.
He's recovered? Is this ether activity still increasing?
Keep up the attack.
Nah, we don't have the firepower to fight for long. Let's bounce. Recovered?
Okay, I didn't realize that you don't actually meet the protagonists after the first part. So yeah, we're gonna meet Bell and Wise here, but I'll just shut up and let the game talk for itself here.
We're returning now to 14th Street, where an explosion occurred on one of the upper floors of a residential building, shortly after the appearance of a companion hollow. According to our sources, the explosion was set off by public security. In their operation against the violent Red Fang gang, public security took extreme measures, including the use of Air Force weaponry. The leader of the Red Fang gang is thought to have fallen into the hollow and is yet to be brought to justice. The head of public security has refused to comment. The bomb squad is on the way. Please, stay away from 14th Street. We'll continue to follow this breaking story
Hey! Listen up! I was there when that explosion took place! This is an emergency! Billy, Anby, and the target of my commission have fallen into that hollow. I need a proxy's help now.
Hello, Nicole. It'd be nice of you to knock next time.
I feel like I hear of your urgent needs at least 3 times a month, Nicole.
You can make fun of me all you want after you help me deal with this crisis. Please, legendary proxy Faithin.
What trouble did you get yourself into this time? I just checked. Doesn't look like there's anyone suspicious outside.
Don't worry, I wasn't followed. It took a lot to get out of 14th Street unnoticed, but I made sure nobody was tailing me.
I hope so.
I know things been tight lately with the general election just around the corner. They're really cracking down on proxies. They set up a hotline and...
So what's the hurry, Nicole? Which creditor is chasing after you this time?
That's not it! I was set up by public security and that angry reporter from Redo TV.
So Billy and Anby fell into a hollow.
I have to get them out. And I need to get back what I've been commissioned to deliver. It's an emergency and you're the only ones who can help.
Why don't you make a rescue application with the Hollow Investigative Association?
I don't want to make us a target for the association right now. If they found we'd been involved in hollow raiding, we'd be in big trouble. And it'd take a small fortune to pay those greedy vultures off. But I can't just abandon my squad, right?
Leaving employees behind. That does sound a lot like Nicole's style.
Hey, don't be mean. I allocate a large portion of our revenue to the employee rescue budget. Look, all in all, my request is simple. All you need to worry about is getting my people and my clients' stuff out of the hollow safely. You don't accept basic proxy work now? Faithin, finish this job, and I'll clear my entire bill in one go.
Okay, just this once.
Still no good? Then I'll add... Huh? You'll do it?
Come on. You should have held out for that bonus, bro.
Great! There's no time to waste. I'll be waiting for you in the hollow.
Nicole, are you hurt? You should stay and rest a while before heading back out.
But...
Just listen to my brother. We'll also need your help to take EOS somewhere close to the hollow later.
Oh, deploying your Bang Boo double, huh? Okay.
Bro, how about you tend to Nicole's wound first? I'll go debug the HDD and help you with the prep work to infiltrate the hollow. Well then, let's get down to business.
Hello? Can you hear me, Nicole?
You can put EOS through now.
Okay. Right, little one. Off you go then. Done. Bang Boo's on the way.
So, can we start it up?
Another fight? At the rate my ammo's depleting, I can say goodbye to my efficiency bonus.
Incoming, get ready.
Wait, that wasn't me!
Hey, all, over here. Nice work, all.
It's a scarf-wearing talking Bang Boo.
Oh! You're Faithin!
I can't hear that superior ethereal anymore.
Great. I feel like my leg's pistons are gonna break.
I propose now is a good time to take a break. Is that acceptable, Proxy?
You all rest. I'll take the first watch.
Thanks, Proxy.
Whew, that was dangerous. It's crazy what a powerful monster that Red Fang dude mutated into. It's all thanks to you, Manager. You got us out of there in the nick of time. As expected from Phaethon, reliable as always.
A few more compliments like that, and I might just give you a discount.
Really?
I think the Proxy was just trying to be polite, Anby.
Speaking of the commission fee, I thought with Phaethon being so expensive, Nicole would have left us to fend for ourselves. I didn't think she'd actually hire you. If you hadn't come, I'm afraid we wouldn't have made it out of that ethereal's territory. Thanks for coming to the rescue.
Speaking of which, I've always wanted to ask you about that device in your store. You know, the one that lets you sync with Bang Boo and communicate in real time within Hollow. That's some serious tech. Even public security and the Hollow Investigative Association can't do it. With a trump card like that, why didn't you just join the association? Whatever way you look at it, working with us Hollow Raiders has to be more dangerous than the profit is worth.
Well, Billy is right. Due to the unique nature of the Hollows, traditional communication signals are unable to transmit to the outside. A challenge all Hollow exploration agencies have yet to solve. But our specialized equipment, the HDD, uses smart lenses implanted in our eyes to allow communication within the Hollows. Belle and I still have something we need to do, and to achieve that goal, we need to venture deep into the Hollows. We had to start out as proxies because we couldn't risk a background check from any official agencies. We're working hard to get money and intel. In the past, the authorities turned a blind eye when it came to proxies. But recently, things have been becoming increasingly difficult.
That sounds like an ethereal.
Ugh, so soon? I only just sat down.
We have to get out of here. Unless, Billy, you'd like to stay here forever? That new Starlight Night belt you wanted. I guess I'll place it at your grave next year.
When you say things like that with that poker face of yours, I can't tell if you're joking or not.
Working with you two is like watching a never-ending sitcom.
Is that why you keep letting Nicole hire you on credit?
I don't know if I should be happy about that or not. But now's not the time. We should get out of here before those ethereals catch up. Manager, which way should we go?
Full speed ahead.
Understood. Full speed ahead. Wait, ahead? But that's a wall in front of us. Smash it? You want to smash through it? I don't have that kind of firepower right now.
Don't worry, just do what my brother says.
That voice. Oh, it's the other Phaethon!
You're finally online.
Sorry, I was checking to make sure the hollow exit was stable. Billy, Anby, can you hear me? My brother was right about the escape route. You know space inside the hollows is totally distorted. That means... a way out may look like a dead end, but a dead end may also just be a dead end.
Thanks for the explanation, Anby.
Our escape route after getting out has been arranged. You can trust us. Hey, bro, you can cut the connection now.
See you at the store. Good luck, you two.
It's gone quiet. It became a regular bang-boo.
Why would they desync at a time like this?
Going straight forward. Brace for impact.
We're gonna crash! We're gonna crash! We're gonna crash!
The oppressive weight of ether is gone.
Oh, we're out! We're finally out!
Faithin got the time and location spot on. Hey, you two! Get in the car!
Boss!
You're here. Perfect timing.
That was fast, Nicole. Did you run a red light again?
No, we just passed a normal green light, R255 in the RGB scale. Oh, right. I made sure I wasn't followed the whole way.
Anby, what does an R255 green light look like?
It's the same color as your jacket.
Nicole, they've both been extracted. I guess it's time to pay up.
Not so fast. That's not what we agreed on. The commission was my people and the client's item. You've only completed the first half.
Don't worry, Nicole. We remember. It's just a joke.
I knew Faithin was the most reliable and trustworthy.
According to what we saw before extraction, the strongbox should be in the territory of a highly dangerous ethereal. The White Star Institute has it registered as Dullahan, a superior ethereal.
That's the one. That Red Fang dude was unlucky. His ether corruption must have been pretty intense, considering he's become such a dangerous ethereal. Anby and I tried to grab the strongbox, but that guy was so tough! We didn't get the chance before we got extracted. We did find this along the way, though. What exactly is in that box? Is it worth all this effort?
Mm-hmm. We'll find out soon enough. Take a look at this.
So it looks like a necklace, but it's actually a flash drive?
That's right. It's a mini storage device. It's Silver's. I picked it up in the building before I got out of 14th Street. I noticed it before. He always had it on his person, so it must contain something important.
I bet it has something to do with the strongbox.
But it suffered some damage.
Yeah, look at all those burn marks.
Faithin, can you do some of your magic using that complicated computer of yours?
The HDD is mainly used to process holo data. But if we only need to export what's in the flash drive...
Oh, hey bro! Maybe I could try to recover the data with Internaut's computing power.
Great! It's a deal then. We'll try to locate the strongbox in the holo. We'll come find you when we learn something new. Let's just go our separate ways until then. Oh, don't forget to extract the data from the flash drive, though.
See ya, manager!
Goodbye.
You're here. Perfect timing. Here you are. We figured out where the strongbox is. What about the task I gave you?
You mean the flash drive? The data has been recovered. You guessed right, Nicole. It contains the password to the strongbox.
Okay, everyone. Thanks to the proxy's help, preparations are complete. It's time for the next step. Anby, explain the plan.
Okay, everyone, please look at this map of New Eridu. Our plan is Enter the Cretan Hollow and defeat the superior ethereal Dullahan. Then recover the strongbox.
And...
There's no and.
So, what's with the map?
Nicole says we have to show some professionalism. We can't let our partners look down on us. Otherwise, it'll be hard to bargain with them.
Saying too much again? Billy, why weren't you paying attention?
It's not my fault! How was I supposed to know this was Ampy's idea of a professional meeting? Oh! That's why she watched all those crime investigation movies before the meeting!
We can still hear you guys.
Anyway, as Anby said, the goal is simple. Find and retrieve the strongbox. Since there's no way to monitor the real-time situation from the outside, we'll need your support and guidance inside the Hollow. Alright, we made it into the Hollow. Now let's find my strongbox.
Speaking of which, boss, who told you about the location of the strongbox?
That's a trade secret. You thought I'd just spill the beans like that? But since we're on the same side, I guess I can let you in on a little secret.
Nicole, you just wanted to show off, right?
Please don't put her on the spot like that. Nicole gets super sensitive in times like this.
Hey, I told you to stop blabbing so much, Anby. Actually, it was really easy. I have a few contacts at the association who just so happen to have the records of routine observation missions and ether resources for this Hollow. I gave them an offer they couldn't refuse and asked them to help compare data from the last 2 mutations. Locating the strongbox was as simple as circling up the difference.
Sheesh! Nicole, you're good!
I gave them an offer they couldn't refuse and asked them to help compare data from the last 2 mutations. Locating the strongbox was as simple as circling up the difference.
Sheesh! Nicole, you're good!
Huh? Why'd you say that again?
Proxy, are you daydreaming? Isn't it time to go? I may know the approximate location of the strongbox inside the Hollow, but it's up to you to get us there.
Faithin, what's going on with you today? You seem really distracted. Is this how you treat your regular customers? Is this how you treat your regular customers?
Wait, Nicole, let me explain. Your voice keeps cutting out, and the HDD's acting up.
Don't drift off while guiding us. I paid Top Denny to hire the best proxy around, Faithin. Watch out, or you might just get a negative rating on Internet. Watch out, or you might just get a negative rating on Internet.
Belle, can you hear me? The HDD connection is unstable.
I hear you. Let me see. Strange. The HDD's backend is reporting an error. Wait a sec. I'll sync and try a debug.
Huh? Were you talking to the other manager? Should we keep going?
Faithin, say something! Hello? Hello? Faithin!
Huh? Wise, why did you disconnect?
I didn't come back voluntarily. I was ejected. The connection between the HDD and the Hollow was severed.
Start an emergency debug.
Right.
It's no use. I've tried everything. I can't restore the connection.
Strange. The Hollow shouldn't so easily affect the HDD. The real issue is Nicole and the others. Without the HDD, we have no way of contacting them inside the Hollow.
No carrot, no proxy. Even with a good aptitude for ether, they'll be corrupted if they stay in the Hollow too long. There's one more thing we can try. Reset it! Haven't you heard the saying? Turning it off and back on again can fix anything.
Belle, didn't you shut it down? Why is the screen still on? So the connection problems
aren't on our side.
I thought you'd never figure it out, Phaethon. Oh, so this is all the famous proxy Phaethon can do? As you can see, the system is mine now.
What do you want?
What do I want? My request is simple. I want the code to the strong box.
We can't let this guy take control of the HDD. We have to find a way to take the system back.
Hey, if you think being subtle will keep me from detecting an attempt to take back control, you're sorely mistaken. Don't waste your energy. I'm getting impatient. Give me the code.
You can keep repeating yourself, but if we don't know what it is, we don't know what it is.
Wrong answer. So you're playing dumb. Okay, I'll have to refresh your memory. This device I've taken control of seems to be important to you.
Wait, this guy is trying to...
Your punishment for lying.
No, my Alpha database!
Get it now? A few taps on the keyboard and I can turn everything you're so proud of into meaningless ones and zeros. I'll only delete some of it this time. But remember, your fate is in my hands now. Your clients are messing with the wrong person. They've gone after something they shouldn't. The strongbox. I know you got the password from Silver's drive. Think carefully before you reply.
This guy.
Speaking of your clients, that unlucky crew is wandering around aimlessly in the hollow right now. I happen to have recorded something interesting. Maybe this video will change your mind. I sent it to you, Phaethon. I'll leave the video access function for you, so find another way to play it. And hurry up.
Another way? But we don't have a... Oh, the TV! Okay, I'll transfer the video to a tape.
Get out of the way!
Whoa! More enemies behind, too!
Watch the side.
Hey! Is this really the right way?
Hey, what's going on with the manager? Walking around all like absent-mindedly and ignoring the fight!
Huh? Proxy?
Angry, perhaps? Because Nicole haggled on the deposit?
Really? Is that it?
Of course not! Strange. Ever since we entered the Hollow, it's like the proxy hasn't been leading us.
Are they in some kind of trouble on the outside?
Hey, is everything all right? Don't go over there! Oh, come on! Stop them! Protect the proxy!
Eradicate all evil.
Alright, let's see if we can use whoever here. I think I'll stay with the cunning hairs, just because to like keep it, you know, in continuity of like what's happening. But
Awaiting. I need
it's
something.
gonna be a recurring
My
theme.
services are
Like if you
expensive.
pick up on it, that like whenever they're in the Hollow, they basically will try to protect Eos, like their lives depend on it. Because if they get stuck in there,
Good
or if they get
choice.
lost, you know, like they showed the
Eradicate
first.
all evil.
That first guy with the corruption of the ether, it doesn't end well for you. So Billy and Ambi.
You want a tip standing by. So, Kaku, good day, Proxy.
Come on, let's get to work.
Starlight, it's time to shine.
This is the path I follow.
Hey,
Need some?
Head standing by.
Alright, 1 second, let me switch this up a bit. Because I think I want to have...
I have 2 guns.
Ready for combat
Okay,
move.
and then...
what?
Alright, cool. Alright, let's continue. But yeah, man, it's been so long since I've played the first part when, like, they get hacked and stuff, and, Oh, I've not played Genshin. Well, I've played Genshin, but I'm not, like, very far into Genshin, so I'm not as familiar with all the characters from the game. Except I haven't played it as much as I played Zenless. But I do like the look of the new character.
Proxy! Proxy?
He's all
What on earth
very
is
low.
happening?
Okay, that was weird. The enemies are low level, so they're dying really fast. So I didn't have to worry about it at all. Anyway, cutting hairs.
Those ethereals are still here.
Ugh, they're like our landlord on rent day. Oh, there goes the timer again. We've already stayed in the hollow 4 times the recommended amount.
If you don't get in contact soon, you can forget about me paying my bill.
Hide.
What? Are those monsters back again?
Not the ethereals. There's a hollow investigation squad up ahead.
Of course. It's the investigators. Wait. Investigators? Boss, we're saved! They're from the Investigative Association! They have a carrot! We can ask them for help and follow them out of the hollow!
Don't be stupid. Don't you see those public security guys with them? We're Hollow Raiders. Even if they help us, they'll arrest us right afterwards.
That might be true if it were just us. But with that... Don't you remember? Public security's policy? If you report a proxy, they may expunge your record.
As things stand, Billy's proposal is quite feasible. Trade the proxy's identity for our safety, or continue pacing around waiting for the Bangbu to return to normal.
Okay, boss. It's your call to make. Whatever you decide, we'll follow your orders. Boss?
Enough chatter. We can't stay here any longer. Let's go!
Okay, so it sent me all the way back to the top, so I guess that's the end of this chapter. But, it should continue in the next tape. Oh, wait, no. Oh, okay, that was weird, man. It sent me back to the top, but then each one that has... That's the first time I did that, because it's just been sending me to, like, the next section. Or not the next section, it just sent me back to, like, the section before, but, hold on, I don't... What was I in? No, it wasn't this one. It was this one? Protect the proxy. Reconnected. I think, yeah, reconnected is, I think, where we're at. Because we haven't gotten to Ferry. Obviously, but... 1 second.
Those ethereals are still here.
Okay. That's weird. I don't know why it sent me all the way back to the top of the screen. Or the first section at the top, but yeah. Okay, so we've got reconnected, and then Ferry. And then that's it for the first tape. But we're still not to the Bellabog yet, so we'll keep going.
I have to say, I'm touched. Proxies and Hollow Raiders are wolves, stealing profit from the Hollows behind the Investigative Association's back. All constantly ruining each other in the name of greed. But to protect your secret identity, they actually gave up the chance to escape. Unfortunately, the ones being rescued don't seem to plan on returning the favor.
Enough, hacker. I get it now. I'll give you the code.
Huh? Wait, what are you...
I can give you the code, but I'd need access to the system to do so.
Still trying to bargain with me? You still haven't learned your lesson.
Ahem. Don't panic. The password was recovered using the proxy network's computing power, and there's a backup on the network. We can get the password if you give us back system control.
No way. Proxies, Hollow Raiders, none of you can be trusted, including Phaethon. I know you've been secretly trying to take back control. Huh? Wait, there's a backup on Internet? Hand over your Internet account. I'll retrieve the Strongbox password myself. Hey, answer me. I almost forgot. A proxy's Internet account is the foundation of their business. Losing the account is losing any proof Phaethon ever existed. But to save those in the Hollow, you'll have to think quickly. They'll become monsters if they stay there too long.
We give you the proxy network account, and then? You ruined our system, so who will save them?
I promise I'll save them. How's that? You have no choice but to trust me.
Okay, I'll give you our proxy account. But if you go back on your word, I'll make you pay!
Even the source authentication code page was transferred. Good. Looks like you've given up completely.
We'd like to ask a question.
Since you're cooperating, I'm in a good mood. Ask me.
What's in the Strongbox that's so important?
It's something someone like you will never get your hands on. I guess I can reveal a little. As you know, the Hollows are changing all the time. The carrots used to get out-functioned by calculating a huge amount of Hollow data. However, Hollow observation equipment accumulates errors. To ensure data remains valid, it must be recalibrated using the Hollow master data every few days. The single copy of Rosetta data that's in the hands of the city's rulers. Inside the Strongbox is something comparable to that Rosetta data. With it, you can enter and exit the Hollows freely.
If it really is like another version of the Rosetta data, it must be pretty important to those officials.
If not dealt with, it could shake the very foundations of New Eridu. But it has nothing to do with you. Okay, enough talk. Tell me where the code is.
Have you activated your proxy certification yet?
Yes.
With that said, we have one final question. For real this time.
Whoa now, don't misunderstand. We aren't friends, so don't push your luck.
My question is, since you're such a master hacker, why not just steal the password from our system? You learn the password is backed up on the proxy network. Why not just hack the network and steal it?
What? I'm warning you. Don't make me forget my promise.
Now that I think about it, other than taking control of my system, you haven't implemented anything else a hacker would. Instead, you just blackmailed us with Nicole and the others' safety like some kind of kidnapper.
Well, it looks like that's the best you've got. You're just not as good as you claim to be.
Shut up! Just tell me where the backup is.
Don't worry, mystery hacker. We're helping you. Listen carefully. Can you hear sirens nearby?
What did you do?
We're just fulfilling our duty as model citizens of New Eridu. As the election approaches, the city administration is calling for citizens to actively report dangerous individuals such as proxies and Hollow Raiders. They even opened a hotline.
Answer my question! What did you do?
To be precise, I just called public security and gave them information about a certain Internet account.
Oh, I get it. So that's it. It was planned. You'd even abandon your identity as Phaethon to trick me.
No, you're wrong. We aren't giving up our identity. Just our account.
This isn't over. You'll pay.
We did it!
We've regained full control of the HDD now.
Well done, bro.
You too. You know, that was some pretty good acting right there.
You're one to talk. You offered to give them the password out of the blue. Weren't you afraid I wouldn't understand?
What can I say? We are Phaethon after all. Great. Connection restored. Let's get Nicole and the others out of there.
Oh, I've mutated into a monster. Rawr, rawr.
Anby, don't bite my hand. You're gonna hurt your teeth.
Sorry. I was just trying to cheer Nicole up. I guess I'm not so good at this.
But you're right. We've been in the Hollow for a long time. Even with our ether aptitude, it just means we'll become monsters slower.
This isn't like me. The cunning hairs only care about money. Not caring about others is my motto.
I guess you're not as cold-hearted as you think you are.
Don't try to make me feel better. No one knows better than me what kind of people hang around the streets.
Little late to be screaming.
Proxy? Is it really you? Sorry to keep you waiting. We've actually been online for a while now. Andy and Billy were both making a fuss. You were probably so busy being sentimental that you didn't notice.
So, you heard everything?
It's not often we get to see the real Nicole.
That's not the real me. Enough chit-chat. Proxy, what happened just now?
Is that so? The manager cut off all comms with us because a hacker infiltrated their device.
So it wasn't because of Nicole haggling on the price.
I may be a proxy, but I'm not that merciless.
I knew I wasn't wrong about you two.
So the proxy thinks there's something up with the flash drive holding the password. Is that hacker using it to trace you?
We checked the HDD for security risks, and that was the most likely.
If that's the case, the Red Fang gang didn't snatch the strongbox for themselves. They're working a commission for someone else.
Just like us!
If it weren't for the proxies intervening, we'd be the ones on the firing line.
Thanks Starlight, we've got you, manager. Why, you're as reliable as the Starlight Knight's sidekick, Meteor Mutt!
Thanks, I think.
Coming from Billy, that's about the highest praise you can get.
Well, judging by the fee, I assumed it was just a simple stolen goods job. But it's just another scumbag sticking their nose in other people's business again. I'm never trusting another agent ever again. I gotta ditch this like a hot potato once I get back. And I gotta charge double my price to that agent!
Nicole, I suggest speeding up the search. We're reaching the limits of our ether aptitude in this hollow. If our combat strength drops again due to corruption, I'm afraid we won't be able to take care of any accidents we come across on the way to finding the strongbox.
Accidents? You mean like that Red Fang dude who mutated into that superior level ethereal?
Yeah, that Dullahan is probably still looking for us in the hollow.
Ambi's right. We have to speed things up and find the strongbox before that monster does. Come on, Proxy. Lead us to our target.
Found it.
Whoa! It's our lucky day!
That's my strongbox!
Found it.
It's our lucky day.
That's my strongbox! Finally. Finally! Found you!
Little soon to be celebrating, Nicole. We still have a serious issue to solve. The data we used to plan the escape route was deleted, so the original extraction path is no longer valid.
You mean we can't get out? All that trouble to get here, but we're no closer to getting out. I didn't expect this would be the end.
Damn. So unfair. I didn't even get the chance to have dinner with Monica. But it's been a good life.
Calm down. We'll figure something out.
It's a bit early to give up. I have another idea, but it requires your authorization, Nicole.
Go for it!
Listen to the plan first. The mysterious person who hacked into my system said the strongbox contains something like the Rosetta data, something that could be used to get in and out of the hollows. If that's true, we could use it to get out of the hollow, but I need your permission to open it.
I already said yes!
But doesn't your client want it too? Aren't you gonna think about it even a little?
It's life and death here! Besides, if I don't get out, who's gonna bring in the strongbox? Just open it. You already know the code, right?
Yes. But I have to warn you, this is a gamble. I'm not sure what the consequences of forcefully accessing the data might be.
Wait, there's one thing I don't understand. Why risk coming back to help us when your real body was already outside the hollow? You could have just left. What are you planning?
Andy!
What are you suggesting? I'm your proxy. I promised to get you out, so that's what I'll do. Of course, I have a backup plan. If I fail, the HDD system will automatically post a commission to get you out on internet. If that happens, I'll...
Don't worry. Whatever happens, we'll go to the store and save you!
It'd be nice if you just paid your bill. It's the end. And they come down under this.
You're scaring me. Wake up!
Terms and conditions. Shall not authorize others to use. May not be transferred in any way.
Manager! You did it! We got out!
You agree to give full authorization when necessary to protect the common interests of you and this existence.
The Bangbu is twitching. We'd better go to the store and take a look.
Terms? What is she saying?
Do you agree to the above user terms?
Information is rushing through my brain. I feel sick.
Do you agree to the above user terms?
Please stop. It hurts. My eyes. My entire body. I agree. Okay? Just stop tormenting me.
The license agreement has been signed. I am happy to be of service. Together, we will make new Eridu.
What a surprise! One of the keys has already been activated.
Oh, really? Which one? Ghost? Genie? Yokai?
No, it's Fairy.
Ooh, things are about to get interesting.
You're finally awake. Don't worry. Everything's okay. You're safe now.
Where's the data chip? Where's Nicole and the others? And how did I get back here?
Hey, take it easy. You're still recovering. I'll explain everything. But first, tell me what happened after reading the data. That sounds like a bad dream. Or something you'd watch in a movie. Okay, I've got your side of the story. Now it's my turn. After you read the data on the chip, our Bangbu went out of control. It seemed to have some kind of overload. It was sparking and flashing like the stage lights at 404 Live. We thought the extraction plan had failed. But then, the Bangbu suddenly started to move, and it took Nicole and everyone to the exit. You were out cold throughout the whole process. Twitching and mumbling.
You didn't secretly record me, did you, Belle?
That's what you're worried about? If I'd known you'd be in such high spirits, I would have recorded you. Okay. Just let me finish. I was all in a panic. Then Nicole and the others rushed over with a mysterious doctor. An acquaintance of theirs, I guess. They pulled you out of the HDD. The Cunning Hares went out to investigate. There is some good news. She paid her bill in full. Although some of it went to the medical bill and Bangbu repairs. I haven't told you the real bad news yet. Go take a look at the computer. But be prepared. Now, don't freak out. Barry, you there? He's finally here.
Belle, this is... Huh?
Our next news story is coming up right now.
What's going on?
System reset complete. I am a Type 3 General AI equipped with sequential integration. Development code, Fairy. Hello, Master.
So, bet that gave you a shock. The HDD system rebooted after you passed out, and there she was.
I've heard this voice before. I'm certain of it. She's the one who was talking in my head while I was unconscious.
Correct. I am a Type 3 general-purpose AI equipped with total sequential integration. You can call me Fairy. I am happy to be of service. According to the user agreement you signed, I am to assist you in your work and wait for the opportunity to arrive.
Wait, what user agreement? What opportunity are you waiting for?
According to the user agreement, I am unauthorized to answer this question. You will receive an answer at the appropriate time and place.
She's a tough nut to crack. But where's the fun if there's no challenge?
What are you so happy about, Belle?
Master, I noticed a recent deletion and transfer of data to a third party.
which will hinder your career as an illegal holo investigator, commonly known as a proxy. I can assist you in recovering your losses and rebuilding your reputation as a proxy.
Wait, so you can recover the deleted data?
Negative. I am unable to recover deleted data, but I can help you rebuild your database. I have unlimited access to over 80% of all smart devices in the city. With my assistance, data does not need to be accumulated, and real-time analysis of holo extraction paths is possible.
But that's not possible.
Negative. That is precisely my core function. To prove this, I can assist you in holo investigations. I've sorted through the anonymous forums on the proxy network for holo investigation services and private information gathering, commonly known as Internaut, to find a commission that is appropriate for your current state. Please choose an appropriate time to carry out the operation according to your preference. I look forward to working with you, Master.
So, bet that gave you a shock. The HDD system rebooted after you passed out, and there she was.
Okay, that's weird. The end of the thing is like, it's kind of not wrapped up. You just like go to the next thing. Because that was basically the introduction of Fairy. Fairy basically is like a... Without Fairy, we'd be so screwed, but like, yeah. Our AI buddy that basically does a lot of things and gets us out of a lot of trouble. But, it's weird that it ends on like a... It doesn't really like lead into anything. I mean, granted, I would say, like when I was playing the story, like it's like until chapter 3, I would say it kind of takes a while to get like its footing. Like chapter 2 is fine, but like chapter 3, before chapter 3, it's kind of like not exactly the most cohesive, feeling, put together thing. But it looks like we're still not at the Bellabog. So I don't know when we get there. Huh. Alright, whatever. Let's just keep going with the Nekomata. But I was gonna say, since I'm doing it chapter by chapter, right? I think I'm gonna do it like weekly. So, like this week I'll do chapter 1. Or not chapter, what is it? Chapter 1? 1 second. Let me double check this. I also did turn the music up because music's like one of my favorite parts of the game. It's just so good. Oops, wrong button. Okay, chapter 1. Yeah, there's a lot of like tutorial stuff and whatnot, like the first 2 chapters, but chapter 3. Okay, chapter 2. Okay. So we're going to chapter 2, which is... I think this cutscene is like actually in the thing, so when I see this, I know like that's where we can stop, but yeah, dude, there was like a lot of stuff in that part with Fairy. It mentioned a bunch of like names, and it was like the Rosetta data, but then yeah, like there was I guess that, yeah, there, because I didn't remember if you got what was in the logbox yet, right? Or if we didn't get to it or whatever, but then we did. And so basically, I guess that's what Fairy's thing is. It lets you get in and out of the hollows without any type of penalty. Alright, let's keep going until we get to this Bellabog chapter. Because I have no idea how long this is going to take, because it's like, you know, I've played this, but I don't remember how long it takes. But then also, I have Monster Hunter to play today, so it's like, I gotta get through this. So yeah, Nekomata. They never talk about the Thyrans or like explain it, but there's basically, I'm trying to think how would I explain it, because it's not really a hybrid of like a human / animal, but they're like bipedal, humanoid, animal people, and the Nekomata is like the cat version of that. So just, yeah. There's, yeah. Anyway, you'll see. But yeah, there's some other stuff in like that first chapter. Before I like continue, let's see, like what do we get? the Cretan Hollow was like the first hollow that we went into and stuff. Well, I guess the Rosetta Data was like the main thing. But then also Fair is apparently waiting for the opportunity to arrive, but then I'm not sure if they follow up on that, so... Oh, I was also thinking about like the whole like going off the grid thing, as far as like when they had to reset their account, right? Because it got hacked. So I'm like curious if that's gonna tie, because we never encounter the, well, we encounter the hacker, but we never like get our justice on them. So I'm curious if like in season 2 with like the Peninsula, like if there's any like leads back to the hacker that hacked our account, and like if we like, or if it gets hacked again, right? And then like we have to go to the Waifu Peninsula. But I guess we'll see. I'm getting way too ahead of myself, but I'm curious if it's gonna tie into that at all. Okay, I'm gonna mute myself and let's continue.
Hello? Wise, can you hear me?
Belle? How did you manage to connect to the voice channel? If we're talking like this, she's probably picking up every word.
Relax, bro. I pulled a little sneaky on her and blocked her audio feed. Even if she knows we're plotting, she won't be able to hear a thing. Anyway, back to business. Shepard just sent us some new commission intel. He said we should check it out. Apparently, about an hour ago, Vision already contacted a company called Marco Professional Rescue to handle the commission.
And I bet it's not that simple.
Yeah, like you said. The rescue team told Vision that they sent a team of 10 into the Hollow, but then lost contact with them.
Hold on. A team of 10? Isn't that the name of this Bangbu? Something's fishy with this rescue team.
Well, on the bright side, at least it's not 10 more people trapped in the Hollow. Do you think this Bangbu can help us somehow?
It's got a carrot and info on the trapped people. If it was up and running, it could be useful, but we're not able to fix it right now.
Understood. Bangbu system scan complete. Initiating download of startup guidance program.
Huh? Fairy? How'd you get in? We should have blocked you completely.
Negative. Fairy Type 3 General Purpose AI equipped with total sequential integration, have taken full control of the Hollow Deep Dive system. You cannot block me. According to our agreement, I will provide you with comprehensive support on this mission, including system repairs for small smart devices. Bangbu's startup program is now installed. You may proceed to restart it, Master.
Am I supposed to thank you for that?
You're welcome.
Hold on, Wise. Look at the Bangbu. She's right. Just needs a quick reset and it'll be good to go.
Okay. The commission is our priority. We'll let Fairy slide for now and check on this Bangbu.
Alive? Alive, someone! Oh, great. Me follow. Let's take down those stupid ethereals.
Physically, he seems fine, but his mind's definitely not all there.
Up drink! Oh, I'm up fired!
I'm against violence, but it seems like physical therapy is the only thing that could work right now. Sorry.
Ouch! I've never been slapped by a Bangbu before. Huh? You're with the Hollow Rescue Team, right?
Sure am. How are you feeling right now?
Well, okay. That slap definitely woke me up, but my head's still kind of spinning.
How long have you been trapped in the Hollow? Do you remember anything?
I don't really remember. When this Bangbu found me, I was still fine, conscious and all. We were heading for the Hollow exit, but we ran into some ethereals. The Bangbu managed to lure them away, but I was left alone after that. I'd been here at least 3 rounds past the recommended Hollow time, and my head started getting fuzzy.
Wait, this doesn't line up with the intel. Wasn't the rescue team dispatched only an hour ago?
Wise, either the intel's wrong, or Vision's downplaying the situation to keep things under wraps. Our first commission to build some rep on the new account, and we're already in this mess. If we don't hurry and find the others, they're in big trouble.
Didn't the rescue Bangbu say it only just now found the first trapped person? Our database is destroyed, and calculating the path alone would take too long. If we have to locate all of them in such a short time...
Master, I can analyze and track active biosignals. I can also use 80% of New Eridu smart devices to assist in mapping the paths in this hollow in real time.
Fairy, didn't we tell you not to act on your own? Wait, hold up. What did you just say? You can help us track down the other two?
Affirmative. Master, I'd like to demonstrate my value through this mission.
Alright, saving lives comes first. Let's see what you can do.
Master, a rescue Bangbu carrying a rescue beacon has been detected. I recommend dividing the tasks. We'll locate the trapped individuals and the hollow exit, while the rescue Bangbu guides them out.
Sounds like a solid plan. Belle, let's get moving.
Wise, finally, come here.
What's going on?
You mean these bags? They're full of broken signal transmitters that came from Bangbu. When put together, they're equivalent to several low-frequency signal jammers. With these, we can talk freely without worrying about Big Brother over there. Yeah, I mean that AI, Fairy. Look, bro, we really need to talk about her.
Oh, is it trash talk the newbie time? Hazing is good for team morale.
Glad to see you're so carefree, but this is a serious topic. It's been a while since we let Fairy participate in our proxy work, and she's independently calculated all the escape paths you've used in the hollows lately. I'm sure you've noticed. She didn't depend on any local data, nor did she ask for any support, but she's still 270 times faster than us when generating escape paths. It's not like she doesn't need any hollow data. She does. It's just that she can access the data she needs almost instantly. Remember how she mentioned she can access over 80% of the smart devices in the city? Looks like she was telling the truth. So like, if we could only glimpse a corner of the hollow before, now thanks to her, we can see the entire thing. But...
There's no such thing as a free lunch. Fairy's presence could be a ticking time bomb.
Exactly. The elites of New Eridu have been dreaming of the power she has. She's not just a bomb. She's an active volcano. And when she forced you to become her master, she said that you should bide your time and wait for the opportunity to complete the agreement with her, but refused to reveal anything further. Something just doesn't feel right.
But if we can make use of her abilities, we might finally get some leads on what we've been investigating. Our teacher's lifelong dream just might.
Yeah. Anyway, we need to figure out where Fairy came from. There's no rush, of course. Let's take it slow. At least she's really good at staying hidden, so we don't need to worry about hackers like last time.
I don't think I've seen them reference their teacher's lifelong dream before. They only reference their teacher as, like, who they're looking for. So, that's interesting. But yeah, this is... The way that the second tape is like set up compared to the first one is weird because you have like an actual like introduction to like what's happening on the first one with the cunning hairs trying to steal the box, but then here we're just like thrown into it and like you pick up a commission which you don't know until you're like listening to them talk, and it's like, oh, they've got this commission, and then it's like they talk to that guy and it's like, okay, something's wrong with his memory or something, but there's no real setup for like what they're currently doing, so it's kind of weird to have all this stuff like out of context. I will also say that like I think that this was like mentioned in the if not the most recent live stream, it was in the Xbox teaser thing where they talked about they wanted to integrate the story more, or somehow they wanted to like adjust how they incorporate the story beats into the like game as it releases. So I guess we'll see if it's like the same going forward, if it gets changed. But like, you know, at least like this way, if I get these archived like as is, I can like go back and like see if they like changed it to make it more cohesive or not. But yeah, let's just keep going with this whole investigation commission or whatever, because there's not a lot of context or setup given when they just throw us into this part in the replay section here.
Didn't you ask the Cunning Hares to help investigate all this? How's that coming along?
There's not been much progress, I'm afraid. Nicole got the Strongbox mission from an anonymous subcontractor. They didn't get to meet anyone related to the commission. She said she was gonna try looking into the Red Fang gang a few days ago, but I've not heard back since. I doubt they'll find anything concrete. Let's just hope that they don't get themselves into any trouble. They're good at making mountains out of molehills. Okay, we've talked enough about this for today. Let's leave it at that. You've been so busy improving our reputation on the proxy network and running the video store lately, dude. Let's just chill out and watch some TV tonight.
As the municipal election is approaching, the high-profile civil construction project to renovate the old Capital Metro is now officially underway. It's our honor to interview Mr. Charles Perlman, the chief representative of the contracted company, the Vision Corporation. Later today, Vision will be carrying out explosive demolitions near the old Capitol in the Metro reconstruction area commonly known as Canvas Street. Could you give us a rundown on the process?
Good question, young man. After the fall of the old Capitol, a number of damaged metro lines severely hindered the accessibility and urban development of New Eridu. To solve this problem, the deteriorating remnants of the old metro must be completely removed, followed by the construction of a completely new metro. Despite the cost, Vision has ordered a large quantity of high-purity industrial ether explosives for this operation.
I see, but there's currently no way to pass between Canvas Street and the city, right? How does Vision plan to transport the explosives?
Correct. But Vision always looks to the future. Take a look at this electronic map. We're currently located at the Demolition Command Center, at the entrance to the Dead-End Hollow. And the red area on the map is the Demolition Zone. The tunnel from New Eridu to the Demolition Zone has been completely consumed by that very Dead-End Hollow. However, some metro lines within this hollow are still intact. So we decided to use a special train to transport the explosives through the hollow. We were very careful to avoid any ethereals, and finally managed to transport most of the explosives to the Demolition Zone. Don't worry, they won't explode without a dedicated detonator or a sizable external force. I really wanted to show you around, but to avoid signal interference with the blast, we've had to shield the entire blast area. Currently, only our dedicated frequency band is available for communication.
All civilians have been cleared of the area, but communications are still being blocked as a safety measure? Vision has thought of all the details.
That's right! That's the vision of the Vision Corporation. The well-being of everyone in New Eridu.
As we had mentioned a few months ago, the Vision Corporation won the contract for the old Capital Metro renovation project. By promising to complete the contract in less time and at a reduced cost, the Vision Corporation won the bid with a significant advantage over the highly regarded Bellabog Industries.
Our special correspondent tried to contact those involved at Bellabog, but was unable to conduct an interview.
Mr. Perlman, do you have anything to say about this victory over the rising star Bellabog Industries?
Well, Bellabog Industries is a respected competitor we can learn from. I'm sure they'll do better next time.
So, can you tell us the secret behind your reduced project costs?
This shouldn't be one of the questions, should it?
Well, what do you mean?
This question wasn't included in the outline you sent?
Mr. Perlman, we're live right now. What Mr. Perlman means is, there's no question of improper cost reduction relating to Vision Corporation. We welcome the scrutiny of all citizens. Mr. Perlman will also be on the demolition site to oversee things till the very end.
Exactly. Right. I will soon be joining our technicians to take the train to the surveillance site in the blast zone.
The construction site is near a hollow. They had to relocate all those people.
Companies that want to enter the TOPS Alliance sure are something else.
Alert. Street cameras have identified an unknown person approaching the store at high speed. Speculation. Their video rental is about to expire, or they are plotting against the store.
It's just a customer. I'll go get the door.
What? That's a strange way to say we've got a customer.
Alert. Street cameras have identified an unknown person approaching the store at high speed. Speculation. Their video rental is about to expire, or they are plotting against the store.
It's just a customer. I'll go get the door.
What? That's a strange way to say we've got a customer.
Don't believe that hypocrite! He's lying! You could give a meowing before opening the door. You sent me flying.
Meow? Welcome to 6th Street's greatest video store.
Would you like to sign up for a membership with us? It's a great value. You make your money back after just 3 rentals.
Sounds like a good deal. But the place I'm staying at doesn't have a projector. Never mind. Now's not the time. I know. You're Faithin. I've got a prophecy commission for you.
Sorry, I've got no idea what you're talking about. I think you've got the wrong place.
Wait! You don't have to worry about me. My name is Nicolata. Nicole told me to come. I'm not a baddie.
Nicole. What Nicole are you talking about? Is she one of our members?
Nicole of the Cunning Hairs. The leader of the odd job agency, the Cunning Hairs. Look, this is her Bang Boo. This is proof, right?
It doesn't look fake. That definitely is the Bang Boo Nicole uses. Are you really a friend of Nicole? Where are they now?
The place he just mentioned in the news. Vision's Blast Zone. That guy said there was no one inside. But that's a lie.
Didn't I just say I hoped they stay out of trouble?
Do they have a good reason for being at Vision's construction site?
They're looking for something! My commission! The Red Fang Gang are causing trouble. There's been several fights. And so many people like Camp Tuna!
Slow down and take your time. How is Nicole's problem related to canned tuna?
Well, I don't know where to start. Right! Nicole's Bang Boo! It's got the visual data from the past few days. Just have a look. You'll get what I mean.
That would be difficult. Only Nicole, the Bangbu's owner, can export visual data. And to force access, we'd have to contact the original manufacturer, the Marcel Group.
Beep.
Perhaps Fairy knows a way.
What's that? Fairy?
Nothing. There's nothing like that here. Fairy? Can you help get the Bangbu data?
Question. Is the request to convert this Bangbu's visual recording into video output?
Who's talking? Is there someone else here?
Don't mind that. She's just a virtual assistant we newly installed. How about it, Fairy? Can you do it?
Processing Bangbu visual data for the last several days. Please say, I'm stupid. I should have asked sooner.
I'm stupid. Not. Nice try. Fairy, the rest is up to you.
Establishing Bangbu connection and reading visual data. Data read complete. Commencing playback.
Whoa, we've got an image.
Let me see. Yeah, that's it. That's the day me and Nicole met. Hey.
Hey! Stop! You'll pay for what you did to Silver!
Don't move!
Okay, I won't move. Take it easy, you two. Breathe in, breathe out. I gotta say, don't you think it's unfair? After all, it's the ether corruption that killed your boss, not us cutting hairs.
What do you mean?
You're risking it all on a mistake. Don't you think you should try thinking for yourselves? The cutting hair's entire savings are in this briefcase. I'll give you half if you pretend you didn't see me today. How about it?
Show us the money first.
We'll check it ourselves. How do you open it?
Left 4, right 7. It'll open when you hear the click. Street Kid rule number 1. Never trust a stranger. And you thought you could take something from me.
What about me? Street Kid rule number 2. Never leave your back open.
That explosion came from over here! Get them!
These two idiots got taken out. She couldn't have gone far. Go after her!
They almost found us.
You're not here to ambush me? You're not with the Red Fang Gang?
Well, quite the opposite. I'm as much a victim of theirs as you are. I'm Neko Miyamana, but you can call me Nekomata. I've got a commission for the Cunning Hairs. But before that, we need to get out of here.
What's taking Nicole so long? Could she have been caught by the gang?
I'm confident in Nicole's adaptability, but considering we're being targeted by the Red Fang Gang, things aren't looking too good lately.
That's right. If it weren't for the manager commissioning us to look into the strongbox, I really wouldn't want to go anywhere near these guys' turf again.
Billy, do you really have a cold? If you hadn't sneezed earlier and exposed our position, we wouldn't have been forced to split up.
The machine oil I'm using now has low fluidity in the cold, so some of my gears are starting to run slow.
You're cold because I bet you weren't wearing enough last night while watching Oh, Sweetie.
Nicole.
Boss, you alright? Why are you coming from the direction of the hollow? Oh, and who is this kitten?
Name's Nekomata, your new client.
that's our boss for you! Finding work at a time like this! Such a role model!
Did you approach Nicole yourself?
Don't worry, Anby. If it weren't for Nekomata, I'd still be trapped in the Red Fang Gang's territory.
Yeah, come on now. Don't be nervous. I'm on your side. There's something I need to get back from the Red Fang Gang. Several years ago, the Red Fang Gang's leader, Miguel Silver, took an heirloom from my family. I infiltrated their territory to get it back. But I haven't managed it yet!
So what you mean is, you want...
Yeah, that won't be easy. The Red Fang Gang might be a mess right now, but as you saw earlier, they've got it in for us because of Silver's death.
Let's just say our well-being is not their biggest priority.
That heirloom is really valuable. I'm willing to pay 30% of its value as your remuneration. Depending on the situation, perhaps even 70.
Just how much is it worth exactly?
Nicole, sorry for interrupting. Considering how dangerous the job is, I think it'd be better to confirm the sincerity of the client rather than the fee.
My sincerity is as boundless as mackerel at an unlimited mackerel buffet!
Is that so? But in movies, new companions appearing around the main character at times like this are always being deceitful. Later on, they might turn into scary ghosts or have monsters crawling out of them.
There's no monster inside me. Do you want to touch and see?
No thanks. Please don't misunderstand. I'm the one whose trust you need to earn.
Anby's surprisingly not a cat person. Wait a minute. I hear footsteps from that alley over there.
It's the Cunning Hares! Got you! I'll take you all on! Wait, you're...
Whoops! Oh, that was close. I didn't expect any Red Fang Gang members to be here. He might have ruined our plan if he made too much noise.
Wow! You're good, kitten! Knocked that guy out in one hit!
Not bad, right? I took out a Red Fang dude. I'm working hard.
Billy, give her a scratch under her chin. Anby, are you satisfied that Nekomata is sincere now?
It was a clean hit, but the guy's reaction was... he seemed to recognize her.
Of course! I've been following them to get my family heirloom. I can't help if they know me by now. At the same time, I also found out about all their hideouts. From what I've seen, the Red Fang Gang has 3 hideouts where they store important items. And my family heirloom is probably in one of them. There's been a lot of hollow activity recently. Unfortunately, these 3 hideouts were all swallowed up. The Red Fang Gang doesn't have enough manpower right now, so they're all having trouble getting their stuff out in time.
I have to admit, it's a good opportunity for us. All right, Nekomata, on behalf of the Cunning Hares, I accept your commission. You've got information on the Red Fang Gang, plus you can fight. So, why don't you come with us for now?
Sure! I want to get my family heirloom back as soon as possible.
We've got a deal then. Let's go back and get ready. We'll meet up near the hollow later. Nekomata just messaged me. She'll be here soon.
Nicole, are you really sure about this? There's something familiar about the way she fights. She's got skills only someone involved with the gangs would have. But you're the one to make the call. I'll follow your lead.
Anby, I understand how you feel. I was here first, or whatever.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about. But either way, no skin off our nose, right? Even if the little kitten has a hidden agenda, nothing gets past me. The Red Fang Gang keeps getting in our way, so it's time to try something different. Don't forget, we still have a mission. We have to help Faithin investigate the Strongbox. No matter what Nekomata and the Red Fang Gang have going on, she's familiar with their hideouts. This is our chance to find out about the Strongbox. And not to mention the substantial commission payment. So why shouldn't we do it?
You've thought of everything, boss!
I'm back! Sorry for the wait. Did I miss anything?
Not at all. We were just saying we should get cracking on the investigation once you're here.
So let's get going? I'll show you the way. Let's check out the first hideout.
What's going on? It's been hours. The pickup guys still aren't here? I'm a bounce if they aren't here soon. It's just some old gang junk. Even if we sell it outside, it won't be worth much. Huh, this job ain't worth becoming a monster for.
Even if you don't turn into an ethereal, there's no chance of survival outside the hollows if you suffer serious corruption.
Give it a couple of minutes. There's not much we can do. Things are a mess around here without the boss.
Hey, I heard another 3 guys ran away yesterday. That makes at least 20 who left the gang this week. We ain't the only idiots left working for this mess, right?
Who knows?
We weren't like this before, dude. Remember the days when we had just made a name for ourselves on Canvas Street? We were ambitious and proud. Look at us now. We've got nothing left. I heard our old turf is part of the blast zone, so everything's going up in smoke.
Nekomata! Nekomata!
No! Yeah?
I called you 5 times! Is the old gangster gossip that juicy?
What they were saying had nothing to do with your family heirloom. Yet, you were listening so intently. Is there any particular reason?
That's a strange question. I'm a cat. I get distracted by things all the time. You're keeping a close eye on me, huh, Ambi?
Forget that for now. Nicole was asking if there's any chance your family heirloom is mixed in with this old junk.
I wouldn't rule it out. Those lackeys can't tell what real treasure is, after all.
Great! In that case, let's go through the pile and see if there's anything valuable. See if the client's heirloom is in there. Let's roll. We can take out a few guards before the pick. Need something? My services are expensive. Nothing to fear. The cunning hairs are here. Eradicate. Ready and wait. Need something? My services are expensive. Nothing to fear.
Time for some.
If you need awaiting, what's is the needs?
How can I help?
Alright, give me a minute. I gotta use the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. One moment. Okay, I'm back. Let's continue. It just occurred to me that the part that we played before this, since it just said chapter 1 on the title card, that was the prologue. So it's like, at least there's a proper prologue to like build into the story. But yeah, I completely blanked on that. That's the thing. Anyway, I just wanted to like say that real quick. But let's get back to it.
Who are you? A messenger of justice, here to recover stolen loot!
Billy, quit fooling around with them!
Let's see. A flashlight, old magazine, broken ashtray. Huh? Ew! Smelly socks! Gross! Ugh, what on earth do these gangsters leave in their hideout?
Found it!
What'd you find? Nekomata's family heirloom?
Maybe. If her family heirloom is the most amazingly awesome, epic, shiny Starlight Knight emblem of the last 10 years! Oh, that hurt!
Consider that from Nekomata. Put that useless piece of metal back.
Oh, your stupid skin's so hard. You hurt my hand. Wear a sweater next time. The kind your mom would knit you to stay warm.
It wouldn't hurt him if he's wearing a thick sweater.
Good point. No sweater.
Am I supposed to thank Ambi?
Nekomata, how about you? Did you find any clues?
Here's something. Let's see what's in this wallet. Seems expensive.
That's my wallet. You stole it while we were going through the boxes?
It seems you were too busy being salty to notice. How odd. Why is there a picture of Nicole in your wallet?
That's a group photo. Give it back, or I'll...
Knock it off, you two. Ambi, put the blade down. Nekomata, give the wallet back. Nekomata, we've gone through most of the stuff here, but just showing you the random valuables we find isn't working. What is your family heirloom exactly?
Oh yeah! I can't believe we forgot to ask earlier.
I might tell if you were another odd job agency. But you're the Cunning Hairs.
What's that supposed to mean? Did I hear that correctly?
I checked your reputation on public forums very carefully. Your complaint rate is always in the top 3. The first 50 comments all mention that the object had been damaged, or that you caused needless destruction, or stole the item. Stuff like that. Look, they even attach photos.
I can't argue with that.
But don't be discouraged. I totally believe in the Cunning Hair's ability, yeah? After all, you did me a big favor.
Really? How so?
I saw it on the public forums. You lured Silver into a hollow and defeated him, all by yourselves!
Lured and defeated? We did something that awesome?
Exactly. Even big names like Silver are no match for us Cunning Hairs. Finding your family heirloom will be a piece of cake. Don't worry. Once we finish the commission, Billy's gonna treat you to a big dinner as a thank you to our generous client.
Yay! Dinner's on Nick. Wait, why me?
Remind me, who said they wanted to treat everyone to a big meal at the Starlight Night themed restaurant the other day?
Alright. But we have to take a group photo of the 4 of us doing the Starlight Night flying kick!
Thanks for inviting me, but I'm afraid I'll have to say no.
Huh? Why?
I did hear that cat people only eat with people they trust.
Didn't that kitty just say we did her a favor? Sorry. I must have overestimated what's between us.
Any unusual habits of Byron's you've heard about are just gossip. I'm just not very interested in superheroes. Plus, I'm a bit picky about my food. I'm sorry.
Is that so? In that case, we won't force you. Anyway, what's important is finding Nekomata's heirloom. So, let's get to the next hideout. Nekomata, lead the way.
We didn't take a wrong turn, did we? Are we on the right track? Why is no one here?
Look, there's something burnt on the floor. It's some kind of book. No, a ledger.
A ledger should be important, right? Nicole never showed ours to me. Why are they leaving such confidential stuff lying around?
Right now, the Red Fang Gang exists in name only. It'd be a wise choice to get rid of these things if the remaining people wanted to start over with a clean slate.
All in all, seems like Nekomata's relic isn't here either.
It's not some relic! It's a family heirloom! Why do I feel like you don't have my back?
Okay, take a break, guys. Since it isn't here either, let's get ready to head to the next hideout. Which is?
The guards already mentioned it. The Red Fang Gang rose to power on Canvas Street. Their last hideout is in the Dead End Hollow nearby. Just follow me.
What? What did you just say? The Dead End Hollow?
Boss, you know the place?
Come on, you must have seen the news, right? The Vision Corporation's old metro renovation project? Aren't they shipping explosives to the blast zone through the Dead End Hollow?
Ah, I remember now. Vision had to go through a lot of trouble to ship the explosives because of that infamous ethereal lurking in the hollow.
Exactly. I heard they even considered eliminating the Dead End Butcher to make the hollow smaller, and to open up a safe route to the blasting zone. But this Butcher thing is really tricky, and it's harder to kill it than to just transport the explosives through the hollow. Nekomata, you never mentioned anything about entering a hollow with an infamous ethereal in it. We have to renegotiate the deal. Of course, the deposit is non-refundable.
Meow? Is that so? I thought since I asked the smart, courageous, and righteous Cunning Hares, who defeated the Red Fang Gang in one fell swoop, even going into the Dragon's Den would be no big deal.
Busting the gang in one fell swoop.
Seems even the Cunning Hares are afraid of the Dead End Butcher. Guess I'll have to hire someone else. But it's okay. My family heirloom is crazy valuable anyway, so I can definitely afford to pay their price. Let me check the offline version of the hiring form. Price from high to low.
Wait! I never said anything about avoiding the commission. What I meant was, we need a professional plan for such a high-risk task, plus the proper equipment, devices, and all sorts of other professional...
Oh, I see. That means you want to increase your fee? No problem. I can increase the commission fee by 30%. Is that enough?
Okay, deal.
You sure you want to make such a rash decision, boss?
We'll just look for something in the hollow, dummy. It's not like we're gonna start fights with ethereals. All we need to do is avoid running into that dangerous dude. It's just the Dead End Hollow. Since our client wishes it, we'll go check it out tomorrow.
Meow, really? Okay! I trust you can find my family heirloom, Meow!
They could definitely be better at, like, when they put you back on the screen, like, not having it be a chapter that you didn't just do, or, like, have it be the chapter that you just did, or the next chapter, because it's like, dude, I don't remember. I think it's this one.
We didn't take a wrong turn, did we?
And by this one, I mean the one after this one. This is the one I just did.
There's something burnt on the floor.
Something burnt on the floor.
It's some kind of book.
This dude, that was, yeah, anyway. Explosive last train. Okay, so 2 more chapters. That was also kind of weird though, because like we picked in the character select screen, we like chose the team, but then like we didn't really do much combat, but whatever. I think that's the other thing as far as like what I talked about the pacing earlier is like the like commission combat and then stuff outside the hollow gameplay loop doesn't really get really like tightened up to like where it's like just really feels good until chapter 3 as well. But yeah, let's continue.
It's just the Dead End Hollow. Since our client wishes it, we'll go check it out tomorrow. Oh, really? Okay! I trust you can find my family heirloom now!
Ew. Why do I feel embarrassed watching myself act cute?
What? You mean all those meows you add when you talk aren't act?
Of course not! That's just how cat people talk! Meow.
Okay, I've got a better idea of the situation now. You and the Cunning Hares were looking for the Red Fang Gang's hideouts, and that's why you went to the Dead End Hollow today.
That's right! And then lots of things happened! Anyway, Nicole and the others are in the blast zone right now!
Master, the news channel is currently broadcasting information that is most likely closely related to the Commission. Please watch it.
Welcome back. We're now live as the last Vision Corporation train is about to depart and travel through the Dead End Hollow. It's been reported this self-driving vehicle is loaded with the last batch of explosives required for the demolition. Upon arrival of the train, Mr. Perlman, who is at the surveillance point, will personally coordinate the detonation. Only after confirming that everything is in order will Mr. Perlman evacuate with the technicians and return to the command center within the city.
Oh no! I can't believe the last train is leaving so early! There's not enough time to finish watching! We have to come up with a way to stop the explosives! Otherwise, Nicole's gonna be blown to bits!
How do we stop them? We can't stop the train in full view of the public. We'll be arrested by public security immediately.
The safest way would be to report it to public security. But if we do that, the Cunning Hare's identity as Hollow Raiders might be exposed.
Proposal. We can intercept the train within the Hollow.
The outside world can't see what's going on inside, so we don't need to worry about getting caught.
Right. If we infiltrate the Dead End Hollow and try to intercept the train along its route, theoretically, it's plausible.
Barry, can you get the real-time location of the train?
Affirmative. Calculating a safe route to the target.
Desperate times call for desperate measures. We have to find a way to stop it inside the Hollow.
Hello, Wise, Nekomata, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What? This is cool. I've never seen a proxy who's able to communicate in a hollow. No wonder Nicole says you're the best in Eridu.
Always glad to hear that. It's time to put the plan into action and stop the train. Before that, let's go over each step.
No problem. I've got it down pat. Our target is Vision's train carrying the explosives. Since it's controlled by a computer in driverless mode, if we can manage to change the train's route, we can force it through a tunnel. Then, while the train's slowing down to go through the tunnel, I'll find a way to throw you Bing Boo on top of the train.
The plan is to make the train car break down, right?
That's right. Wise, your task is to enter the train through the vent on the roof and head to the driver's compartment to shut the train down. Don't worry, Barry and I will assist you throughout the process. As for the dead-end butcher, unfortunately, we still can't pinpoint its location. Be careful out there.
Roger that.
Good luck, guys. Let's get started.
Huh? What's this train car doing here? Proxy, are we going the right way?
Nekomata, there's no problem with your route. Judging from how the train was damaged by external forces, it's very likely an ethereal threw it here.
Oh, that's some scary strength.
Your next stop is on the other side of the train car. Do you think you can get across?
If it were just me, I could climb up there. but carrying the bamboo too will take some time.
Excuse me?
Who's speaking? Is that the train car? And with a gorgeous lady voice? Excuse me, Miss Train. We're in a rush here. Could you please scoot aside and let us wiggle past?
Please, Miss Train?
Come on, Wise. Don't play along. You'll scare the girl on the other side.
Excuse me? Are you investigators from the Hollow Investigative Association?
What's up? Can we help you with something?
Hang on a sec. Whether we're with the association or not, shouldn't we find out who Miss Train is first? In this line of work, people usually introduce themselves.
Huh? Is that right? Sorry, I didn't know the protocol. My name's Corin. I work for a housekeeping company. I'm a Gemini, RH negative blood type, I like cleaning, my social security number is...
You don't have to cover all the details. Anyway, how come you're in a place like this?
There was a very dangerous ethereal nearby. I got separated from my companions while hiding from it. I don't have any carrot data with me. If you're investigators, then you'll know the way out of here, right? Could you please lead me out?
So, she's just an ordinary person lost in the Hollow. But what the heck's a lost maid doing somewhere so dangerous? What do you think? Should we help her?
Not unless we can somehow break through the train car to the other side. Otherwise, to stay on time for our plan, we've got to turn back immediately and choose another route.
Excuse me. Sorry, I was listening to your conversation. Are you saying if I can get you to the other side, I can come with you?
Yeah? You can get us through?
Almost. Hang on. I'm nearly there.
You wanna go underneath? Meow! That sound is unbearable!
Watch out!
Are you hurt?
Phew. Good, my apron's okay. Nice to meet you, investigators. I saw through it. Nice to meet you, investigators. I saw through. Oh, it was this bamboo talking to me just now. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to question your identity as a bamboo.
Are you really just a maid?
Sorry. Well, we work in many different fields, including the Hollow services. Oh, right. You're in a hurry, aren't you? I can help, as long as you take me out of this Hollow. Please?
What do you think? Now that she's helped us destroy the train car, we can move forward on our original route, right?
She's not asking much.
Yeah, I agree with Wise. There's nothing wrong with taking her to one of the Hollow's exits, but she's a stranger. She may be hiding things.
Miss Corin, we'll let you come. Just be sure to stay quiet along the way, okay?
Okay.
Good! Let's press on then!
Affirmative. This fissure leads to the outside of the Hollow. The commission for the housekeeping company employee, Corin, could be completed.
Huh? Faithin, did you say something?
Corin, the exit is up ahead. You'll be able to get out there.
Huh? Without your help, I'd be lost in this hollow forever.
You did pretty good yourself. Thanks to your chainsaw, we really cut a lot of time there.
It's my first time meeting a real-life Bingbu Hollow investigator. Can you please tell me your names? I'll come back with my companions to thank you later.
Stopping by to say thanks sounds great. I'll be looking forward to it.
Yeah? You for real? Wouldn't that expose your identity? Oh, I get it. After being so defensive with me, it's no problem if it's Corin.
My apologies for speaking out of turn. It appears that would be inconvenient. I think I should be leaving now.
Master, the train is about to enter the tunnel. Please make sure that you and your client are ready.
Go, Proxy!
Careful, Master. Your posterior struck the train roof with considerable force.
This body's even more clumsy than I thought. Just look at these short arms.
Don't be discouraged. Your sibling liked your appearance. I believe tiny and cute was how they described you.
My apologies for not being cute enough normally.
This window is small even for Nekomata, and she's basically a liquid. But it's a piece of cake for you. You should be called King of the World. Now, King of the World, please head to the driver's compartment to complete your coronation.
Okay. Just need to press the emergency stop button.
This mission is such a pain, having a dress like this.
Suck it up. My shoes don't fit either.
Hey, Captain said we've deviated from the route. What's going on? Huh?
Looks like this train was loaded with a lot more than just explosives. The news didn't mention any of this.
Come in, Captain! A talking bamboo just fell in from on top of the train. Should we hand it over to Director Perlman? Yes, sir. Eliminate immediately!
What's going on here?
Wait! Oh!
Over here! You should head back. Leave this to me. I've got a carrot. See you later at the store.
Wise, can you hear me? What just happened?
Something's off. I'll tell you when I get back to the store.
Oh hey, you're back. Why don't you go get some rest? I'll go check on Eos.
What about the demolition?
The news just said Vision is putting it off until at least tomorrow night due to technical difficulties. There's no news from Nekomata yet, but it's still early. We weren't able to stop the train, but at least we bought some time.
Due to technical difficulties. So, Vision is planning on covering everything up.
Right. Vision must have already realized the train deviated from its original route, but they hid it from the media. What's more, Vision clearly said it was an unmanned train with explosives, but it was full of armed soldiers. They were dressed like public security, but I heard them saying, "This mission is such a pain, having to dress like this, and my shoes don't fit either. There's no way they were real." Yeah, and I've got this feeling that Nekomata's been hiding something from us too. We should ask her when she gets back. But let's not think about that for now. You should get some rest before she gets here. Syncing with the bamboo can be very draining after all.
I'm back! Sorry it took so long. My carrot would only navigate to the other exit farther away. Oh, right! I saw on my phone that the demolition was delayed. But then the stupid train got away, so Nicole and the others are still in danger. What should we do now? We need to figure out a plan of action quickly.
Don't worry, I understand how you feel, Nekomata. But first, we need to have a little chat.
What's going on? Why the sudden change in tone? The hair on my ears is standing up.
Nekomata, this is important, so we want you to be honest. What kind of trouble did you and the Cunning Hares get yourselves into exactly? Didn't the news say the train was transporting explosives? Why would it be carrying a bunch of fake PubSec officers? And you reacted so quickly to the enemy. Not like something you'd expect from someone in shock.
If there's anything you're hiding, you can talk to us about it.
You mean it? You'll really hear me out.
If you want support from Phaethon, you better answer my brother and tell us what you're hiding.
I'm not trying to hide anything from you guys. I really didn't know there were people on that train. It's just that I've seen guys dressed like that somewhere else. You're totally right. The Cunning Hares and I are in big trouble this time. But we just wanted to save people.
You never mentioned this before.
That's because it's so ridiculous. I didn't even think I could explain it. We were so busy trying to stop the train earlier. You didn't have time to finish watching the Bang Boo's visual record. But Nicole's Bang Boo actually captured everything on camera. You'll understand when you finish watching it.
I'm starting to get used to the ether concentration here. I wasn't feeling too good when we first got in.
Hey, we might not have come across any strong ethereals yet, but the dead-end butcher is around here somewhere, so stay on your toes. Especially Billy. You totally got carried away in that last battle. How many times have I told you not to make a ruckus? We need to get to the Red Fang Gang's base and finish this commission. Can't you be more like Nekomata? Fast and quiet? Even if the dead-end butcher did come along, it might not even notice her at all.
Plus, I gotta say, we cat people have 9 lives. That counts for something.
Everyone wait. You see the railroad tracks on the side of the road? It's not just broken off here. A gaping hole has been clawed out.
She's right!
Looks like the dead-end butcher has been here. We might come across it if we keep going.
That's no good. Since there's signs of it here, let's find another way around. Nekomata, will you see if your carrot can suggest another way to the Red Fang Gang's base?
Yeah, I can find another route, but the path we're on is the most direct.
I know you're anxious to find your family heirloom, but this is no normal mission. Safety first, as they say. What's wrong? You sound like someone stepped on your tail.
Over there! I saw a little kid run past just now!
Huh? What are you talking about? You know we're in the dead-end hollow, right?
There have been cases of small children entering the hollows by mistake. But the direction you're pointing, Nekomata, is the original route we were planning on taking.
Hey! You think I'm just saying it to make you take that path? I really did see a kid! A little girl in a blue top with brown hair and a ponytail!
That's a pretty detailed description. Maybe she really did see her.
Even if we believe you saw the child, are you suggesting we go save her first? I should remind you, this is not what we were commissioned to do.
What's that supposed to mean? It's not part of the commission, so you'll just ignore a child lost in the hollow? I knew you were boring, but cold-blooded too? If you're worried about not getting paid, don't be. I'm not like you. I'll pay you extra for looking for the girl.
I didn't expect you to not be a bad person.
Huh?
That had me scared just now. When she pointed out the child, I really thought her next line was gonna be, "Forget the kid! I want my family heirloom!" but this kitty's a kind employer.
If you really are determined to save the girl, Nekomata, then I'll go with you. You don't need to use the commission fee as a bargaining chip.
Epi, you should at least ask me when it comes to commission fees. Guess it can't be helped. But I agree, we can't just leave a kid in a place like this. A kid's aptitude for ether is underdeveloped, and she can't save herself. Every minute spent in the hollow is dangerous, not to mention the dead-end butcher is around here somewhere.
Let's get going! Time and space change fast in the hollows. If we don't hurry, we'll never find her.
What are you waiting for, Nekomata? Let's go!
Coming! They really seem to be sincere. Oh man, why am I thinking about this now?
There are so many ethereals around. That kid really worries me.
Luckily, I didn't see any signs of them on the way over. Still, hopefully we can find her, and fast.
What's this?
Yeah, I don't remember which part I was just on as far as like like from the list. So I was like, okay, is this the one? But yeah, I think it is.
There are so many ethereals around. That kid really worries me.
Okay, that's annoying because it's like I wish it just would, or like yeah, if you just work through a list as you're doing this, it'd be like way better. But it's like not. But anyway, just. Anywho, let me just, okay, hold up. 1, 2, wait, what? Hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 more parts. I might end this abruptly if I'm not through it by the end of the hour, the top of the hour, or bottom of the hour. Because Monster Hunter is something I play on Tuesday at that time, so if I have to like abruptly end this to like switch to that, I will, but we'll see where we're at. Anyway, let's continue.
Yeah, over there!
Where?
I don't see her anymore. She disappeared in a flash.
Why is it always the cat that sees her? I know Thyrans have better vision than normal people, but my visual components are pretty good too.
Hey, do you all think there are more and more claw marks around here? We've been coming across stronger ethereals too.
Now that you mention it...
We can't keep going like this. How can we save anyone when we're in danger ourselves? We need a plan.
Nekomata, are you sure you saw her? Why is it every time you see her, we find nothing?
The hollow changes so quickly. By the time we've gone over, things have already warped. It's not my fault. If we want to catch her, you guys just need to keep up.
Negative. We don't have the physical advantages when it comes to running like you do. In our current situation, we should reserve our energy to escape if we encounter the dead-end butcher.
Oh!
What's that supposed to mean?
You talk about saving people, but when the time comes, you can only think of yourselves.
That's not true.
Really? Then you mean you aren't confident in your abilities?
I can't pretend I didn't hear that. If I get serious, even Billy using his fuel reserves can't beat me.
I can't pretend I didn't hear that, Ambi.
No problem then. We'll just run after the girl from now on.
I'm more than happy to.
What? Wait! Isn't anyone gonna ask my opinion?
From the looks of it, we're already deep within the dead-end hollow.
I pooped. We've been running for so long. You guys have pretty good stamina.
Weren't you the one who said the only way to catch up with the kid was to run? Now you're the first to complain.
Nonsense! I can still outrun you all!
Okay. Everyone just take a break. We'll keep looking in a minute. On second thought, this area is about to be demolished, so the residents should have been evacuated. How did a kid get in?
Maybe she got lost when her family was being evacuated.
If it's like that movie, only a ghost would appear in such a place. Her sudden appearance was only to lead the rescuers into a deadly trap.
There's no such thing as ghosts! And don't do movie promos at a time like this!
Don't worry. If a ghost attacks, I'll protect everyone.
Really? Can you guys not say stuff like that? Right. I feel better now. Let's get going.
Huh? Wait a sec! It's a kid! Over there! Don't run! Wait for us!
Huh? Wait, that can't be right. There really is a kid in the dead-end hollow.
Hurry! Faster! We gotta keep moving! The girl's just up ahead! Keep your eyes closed, kiddo! It's okay. Everything's fine. It must be scary being lost in a hollow all by yourself, right? Don't worry. I'm here now.
What are you talking about, huh?
We saved you!
Saved me? I saved you! Oh, why are you wandering around that monster's territory? If I hadn't led you here, you'd have walked right into it.
Huh? What do you mean?
If it weren't for you guys, I might have found the Hollow's exit back to New Eridu by now.
I think I can hear something.
What's that? What's going on?
An ethereal?
That's the dead-end butcher? He's a lot bigger than I expected.
It's catching up. We've got nowhere left to run. Huh? This bright light.
It's the hollow exit! She fell outside!
Pretty risky, but cool landing.
Good. The kid's okay.
I didn't expect to get out of the hollow like this.
Nicole!
Seriously, why is every single commission such a struggle?
Nicole!
Nekomata, considering the circumstances, don't you think we deserve a bonus?
Nicole!
I hear you! I've barely been sitting on you for a minute. Stop complaining.
No, it's not that! Look in front of you!
Huh? Isn't this Canvas Street? Then these people are... Wait. This is the blast zone. It was supposed to be cleared. Why are there so many people? How many are there?
Over 100 at least. Me and Anby only did a rough count of whoever was willing to come out and speak to us. There could be even more.
I thought that Vision said they cleared everyone out days ago.
They say they don't know what's going on. They haven't been able to contact anyone on the outside for a week. I'm guessing Vision has set up jamming devices.
Yeah, so what is this? When exactly is Vision planning to evacuate everyone?
Children, you must be coming from the city. Are you bringing any news?
Excuse me, who are you?
Oh, the little girl you just saved from the hollow is my granddaughter. Thank you for rescuing her. She's always been naughty. She thinks she can sneak into the hollow safely just because she's got ether aptitude. Yesterday, because a public security officer wouldn't tell her the exact time, she came up with an idea to go to New Eridu and ask around. I took my eyes off of her for 1 second and she ran into the hollow.
Excuse me, an officer? Did you say an officer came by?
Yes, that's right. Yesterday, my granddaughter and a few neighbors got tired of waiting and headed to ask Vision what was going on, but an officer stopped them before they got there. They said nobody could get through because explosives were being handled nearby, and once things were ready, a train would be coming for us. Most of us here are old, sick, and disabled. Other than my granddaughter, none of us have any aptitude for ether, so we can't go anywhere. We were told to wait, so that's all we can do.
But it doesn't make sense. How can something as big as a mass evacuation of residents not be scheduled in advance? They just left everyone waiting for notice. And I haven't heard of public security being involved in the project before.
Miss, you mean to say...
That public security officer who stopped the residents is suspicious. Huh. There has to be more to it than this. I remember them saying Vision Corporation won the bid thanks to a much lower cost.
I get it. The Metro renovation project is one of the most talked about in New Eridu. It's technically and financially demanding, and they still have to relocate the residents. But if Vision just dealt with the residents along with the demolition, that'd save costs.
So, what you're saying is, Vision has just abandoned us all here?
Vision always wanted to perform well enough to enter tops, but I never thought they'd stoop so low for a seat at the table.
No, we can't let Vision get away with this! Nicole, what do you plan to do now?
I didn't expect this when I took on the commission. Fine, sure. We came into the dead-end hollow looking for something, and yeah, saving a kid along the way is a good thing, but... a small, odd-job agency can't take on a massive corporation. So, what do you two think?
I'll do whatever you say, boss. But, Anby...
I didn't expect to agree with Nekomata on this matter. I'm staying. I understand Nicole's thinking, but I can't follow this time. This is my chance. I won't make the same mistake again.
Is that so? Going against a corporation? Andy, you really pulled at my heartstrings! They're the Vision Corporation! They may be big enough to join the
out of them if we threaten to expose them. Quickly, Billy, Ambi, go tell each of these gold nuggets, victims, that the Cunning Hares are willing to represent them in their lawsuit for compensation. Don't just stand there. Get everyone to sign the authorization forms. Collect them one by one. And Nekomata, I know you're our client, but I have something for you to do too.
Me?
You want to save everyone, right? You know the area and you're the most agile. Here, take my bamboo. I want you to take it someplace and get help.
I just want to point out the part where, like at the end, or like almost at the end, when like Ambi is like, I can't let this happen again, right? Because we just got her agent episode of like what happened to her in the past. I'm not gonna like say anything about like what happened, or I'm not gonna like give any specifics rather, but like it did involve saving people. So like, you know, she's out for well, she isn't out for, what's that word called, redemption? But she did have like a thing in her past where like a lot of people died and she couldn't save them all. So it was kind of neat to see that she got a dialogue line there about that. Dude, I don't know. Like, this is the first part, right? So we did the second part, and then okay. So second rescue, endlessness, and vagrant thingy thing. All right, let's get back to it. I might just be, you know, I'm just gonna be late to starting my Monster Hunter stream. It's fine, but I'll still jump over it after this so I finish this chapter. All right, let's continue.
Okay, that's everything. Nicole told me they'd stay in the construction area, collecting victim signatures and monitoring Vision's movements. My mission was to find Faithin and get help. After leaving the others, I went back through the dead-end hollow and came straight to your store. Really, I'm not lying! Nicole and everyone else in the blast zone are in grave danger! Please, Faithin, you have to help me save them!
We believe you, Nekomata. But as professional proxies, we have to warn you of the risks involved.
Right. In saving all the residents, we'll inevitably come to blows with the Vision Corporation.
Yeah, you don't need to tell me that. I made up my mind ever since I left. All I can think about now is getting everyone out of the blast zone.
Okay. If the client has made up her mind, there's nothing more to say.
Well then, let's work on a rescue plan. Take a look at this map. The Cunning Hares and the residents are trapped at the Canvas Street station, which is several kilometers away from the surveillance point where Perlman's located.
But to keep the trapped residents in check, he's transported a number of armed mercenaries pretending to be public security by train. Speaking of which, the train that we delayed earlier is almost at its destination, so there'll be even more of them to guard the residents.
We're not strong enough to face them head-on, but perhaps we can take advantage of holes in the enemy's defense.
Yeah? What does that mean?
Look, those trapped residents have no ether aptitude, so the mercenaries don't expect anyone coming from behind. With everyone guarding the front, the surveillance point should be relatively unguarded.
That makes sense. We can go around behind them through the hollow and catch them off guard.
Yeah, good idea! And then?
Then, we quickly hijack the train at the surveillance point and go through the hollow to the Canvas Street station. As long as the residents get to the station platform in advance, we can have everyone out of the blast zone in minutes.
How clever! The train itself has some resistance to corruption, so as long as we get them out of the hollow quickly, they won't get affected! Yeah!
Hey Fairy, can you drive the train out of the hollow and into New Eridu as quickly as possible?
Affirmative. I have already mapped out the shortest route.
No time to waste. Let's get started then.
Nekomata, take this bamboo. Go find Nicole and tell her the plan. Then...
Right! Then, it's crunch time.
And be here. I've got the last few signatures.
Thanks.
No, I should be thanking you. We were really at our wits' end before you kids arrived. But when is the young lady you sent for help coming back? She's been gone a long time.
You're right. I hope she didn't run into trouble.
They may have gotten the drop on us, but we were ready for it.
That voice! It's the proxy!
Sorry to keep everyone waiting!
I see. So you planned to stop the demolition by blocking the train, but you didn't expect to find a bunch of vision reinforcements. This means Vision is at the point of no return. They'll do whatever it takes to stop the residents from getting out. But the proxy's plan to seize the train could work. It's true what they say about Phaethan's wisdom and courage. Ma'am, you've heard our plan. Now, we have something to ask of you. We need you to get all the residents together at the platform nearby.
Don't worry, I'll tell them. When the time comes, they'll be there.
Right. By the way, there was an old Red Fang Gang base in the Hollow somewhere around here. Have you heard of it?
What's with the abrupt change of topic? Why do you want to know all of a sudden?
Nekomata's commission fee. We still haven't found her family heirloom. I thought maybe the residents here might know something.
I know the place. Everyone around here knows the Red Fang Gang.
Is that so?
Yes. Since they made their name on Canvas Street, everyone here is related to them one way or another. In the early days, they weren't what they are now. Back then, they took in lots of orphans, taught them to read and defend themselves. They often stood up for those in need. They said they'd protect this place forever. Unfortunately, a few years passed, and that Silver Boy changed. He looked down on the slums and led the gang to do some awful things. As things got worse, many in the gang couldn't stand to see what it had become. Many of them left the gang. Soon after, the Red Fang Gang moved out of here. We don't want anything to do with the Red Fang Gang anymore. Silver fell into the Hollow while being chased by public security. He only has himself to blame.
What did you say?
What's the matter, young lady? We want nothing to do with them. What's wrong with that?
No, not that! You said Silver fell into the Hollow being chased by the PubSec? Wasn't he killed by the Cunning Hares?
About that...
Little kitten. Miss Client, you can understand, right? We wanted to tell you, but each time you looked at us with those big, cute eyes, we just couldn't. We're sorry! We were there, but it was public security who did it.
So, it wasn't you guys.
Don't worry, Nekomata. Even if public security hadn't intervened, he was no match for the Cunning Hares.
Even though it was you who got it wrong to begin with, we're somewhat responsible as well. How about we give you a small discount on your family heirloom commission? Anyway, let's put this aside for now. First things first, we have to get that train and evacuate the residents out of here. Okay, let's go. Guys, we're near the train. Our objective is simple. Take out the guards, seize the train, and head on out.
Roger that.
I think the pressure is getting to Ambi. She's lost her mind.
Not quite. I'm guessing she's humming background music to match the atmosphere. Must have learned it from another movie.
Enough with the soundtrack, Ambi. Everyone knows how important this next fight is. Proxy, we'll leave driving the train to you. How are preparations on your side?
But yeah, that dum. If you sync it up to one of the battle themes, I don't know what it's called. It has a name. I could try to find it on the music player after this, but it does actually sync with it, and like it is on rhythm to it, so it's pretty cool. That's a thing. But she Ambi gets like a S rank version of her character later on, which just came out. Well, it's not in the band anymore, but still like. And then she still has like that dum 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 thing, so they kept it with the character, which is cool. That's another thing I like about this game. It's like there's a lot of like inner character lore and like callbacks and like deep cuts, or I mean, or just like or stuff where they call back to like something that happened before in the game, but the game's only been out like a year, so there's not technically a lot of deep cuts, but like, you know, there's stuff they'll do and be like, oh, remember this happened, and it's like fun stuff like that. That's why that's also why I compared to Final Fantasy 14 a lot. Is like whenever they do that, it's just something I really like. It's like, oh yeah, I remember that one time or that one thing, and it's like, oh, it's like, yeah. Anyway, yeah, let's continue.
I'm ready and waiting.
It's rare to see you this pumped up, Wise. Go for it.
Then, let's go. We'll catch them off guard.
Short stuff! You heartless piece of garbage! Give it up!
Nekomata, take him with us. Anby and Billy have gone to the driver's compartment. Proxy, let the residents know to be waiting at the platform.
You plan to use the train to transport the residents? No way! Absolutely not! If they get out, they'll talk to the press, and Vision and I will be done for! I don't care what it takes! Just stop this thing at once!
Warning. The planned route has been disconnected. Railroad damage from small explosives detected. Plan failed.
What? Nicole, this isn't good! Something happened to the tracks!
No way!
Director Perlman, sir, don't worry. I've blown up the only railroad route leading to New Eridu. They can't get out.
No way!
You fool! You were supposed to blow it up after we've evacuated! Look what you've done! The residents can't get out, but now neither can we!
Nicole, this isn't good. Enemy reinforcements have surrounded us. What should we do?
Damn it. Take the pipsqueak. Let's pull back into the train first.
Come in, Director Perlman. Unknown intruders attacked near the train. We've suffered some losses. But rest assured, in terms of numbers and supplies, we maintain the advantage. The intruders retreated into the train. Please advise, should we begin an all-out assault? Director Perlman, requesting orders.
Don't storm in! I'm inside! These bastards! I mean, the ladies and gentlemen from the Cunning Hands have me trapped in here! Stand down! Do you hear me? Stand down! If I'm harmed, the corporation will hold you all responsible!
This dude has his uses after all.
They won't make any sudden moves. But unfortunately, we can't go anywhere either.
Right. The tracks are gone. And even with the train, we can't get everyone out of the hollow now. Is it the end of the line? Hey! Now isn't the time to be laughing!
No, I wasn't laughing at you. I happened to find it. During the fighting. My family heirloom.
That's you with... Wait. That's Silver. From the Red Fang Gang.
That's right. I lied to you. I'm not the Red Fang Gang's enemy, but one of the orphans who used to live near Canvas Street that they adopted. The Red Fang Gang used to have ideals. They all wanted to protect their home. But as you've heard, eventually things got bad. And I broke away from the gang. I haven't been back since. No matter how disappointed I was in the Red Fang Gang, Silver took me in. The Red Fang Gang was the closest I ever had to a family. After hearing you led Silver into the hollow and killed him, I came into the dead-end hollow looking for revenge. But you're not exactly what I expected. Not only did you save the kid, you even stayed, without a single complaint, after hearing a Vision's plan. And now that I know Silver's death wasn't your fault, I have no reason to want revenge! The Red Fang Gang betrayed their promise and abandoned the people they were supposed to protect. As a former member of the gang, I can't let that happen again. I've made up my mind. I'm gonna go negotiate with Vision. Don't worry. With Perlman as a bargaining chip, plus my identity as a member of the Red Fang Gang, things will work out.
Miss Client! Nekomata! Hey! Come back!
Nekomata! Nekomata! Envy! Billy! Open the door!
We can't, boss! It's too tough! Perlman's people must have reinforced the doors and windows in the car!
Damn it!
Shh, listen. There are people talking outside.
I've made myself clear, haven't I? Now, I'm gonna take your boss with me on foot through the hollow to New Eridu to negotiate with your command center. At the same time, all your men, all of you, will stop blocking the residents and leave with me. So, if you don't want anything bad to happen to your boss, you'd better find him an anti-corruption device. And the fastest route through the hollow! Nicole! Everyone's counting on you!
We did it! We're out!
Son of a... Getting through the door took too long. Nekomata and Perlman have already gone into the hollow!
Fairy, give me Nekomata's location.
Client location found. Based on her current route, she will be arriving at the hollow exit in 30 minutes.
So there's no way to stop her?
No way. We can't leave saving the residents to Nekomata alone. If Vision is willing to resort to something so underhanded, they won't be easy to deal with.
But our plan with the train failed, so how are we gonna get the residents out? They don't have any aptitude for ether. Aww. If only there was a way to give corruption resistance to everyone at once!
Maybe we can shake things up a bit. Ever hear the saying, if the mountain can't come to us, we have to go to the mountain?
I know what you're thinking. It's a long shot, Wise, but I don't think we have any other options.
What do you mean?
Nicole, Canvas Street and New Eridu aren't that far apart as the crow flies. It's getting through the dead-end hollow that takes so long. If we can shrink the hollow and gain access to the exposed roads, we can get the residents out in one go.
Yeah! Then there's a chance! We're good at taking out ethereals!
But to reduce the size of the hollow, we'd have to eliminate approximately 3,000 of them.
Ugh.
Under certain circumstances, the ether activity of certain giant individuals can reach or even exceed the equivalent of thousands of your standard ethereals. You've probably guessed by now. I mean the dead-end butcher.
That massive guy? He's way too big, however you look at it. If something goes wrong, I won't get to see Monica tomorrow night.
We alone certainly aren't a match for it. But don't forget, Vision left quite a few weapons lying around.
We can help ourselves to some of their ether explosives.
So that's it. We use the explosives to take out the dead-end butcher.
It's like you said. A pretty crazy idea. But we don't have time to think about it. Let's get to work.
Let's split up from here. Wise, you control Eos and stay here to load the nearby explosives onto the train.
And we'll go check out the big guy in his lair and keep him busy while you bring in the explosives.
Nekomata! Envy! Bill!
We can't, boss!
What's going on here? How did Director Perlman get tied up by a little girl?
I don't know, but she got hold of Commander Perlman, and the troops defending the blast area had to listen to her demands and pull out. She says she wants to see the person in charge here, so Miss Sarah has stepped in to negotiate.
You're the person in charge? My request is simple. I'll return him to you as soon as Vision stops the demolition and gets the residents out.
Easy for you to say. If we do as you request and it turns into a scandal, how are we supposed to explain things to the public? And who are you, exactly? You aren't worried about negotiating with us on your own?
Oops. Forgot to introduce myself. I'm Neko Miyamana, but you can call me Nekomata. I won't lie, I'm actually from the Red Fang Gang.
The Red Fang Gang?
That's right. I said I would negotiate, so I brought the proper bargaining chips. The remnant of the Red Fang Gang, and a subordinate of the late Miguel Silver, who took residents of the old capital as hostages and violently obstructed construction. The bandit leader, Neko Miyamana, captured by the Vision Corporation. How's that? Sound good to you?
You mean to sacrifice yourself? How noble.
Noble? I'm just a stray animal who's lost her home. I don't belong anywhere anymore, so it would seem fitting. How about it? As long as you contact the media now and tell the public.
Don't worry, he's not dead. The syringe contains an experimental anesthetic. Let me give you some advice. Verify the value of your bargaining chip before you bring it to the table. Unfortunately, Mr. Perlman is not as useful to us as you might think.
So empty out here. Are we sure that big guy's really around?
Not sure about the big guy. Plenty of little guys, though.
It must be hiding somewhere.
Huh? The beasties are running away.
Almost here.
The monster?
The theme song.
What?
The bad guy's theme always plays before the final battle.
Don't worry, Envy. I've mastered all the rules for a surefire win from the Starlight Knights. Gotta break the rules when fighting bad guys. Take them out in less than 10 seconds with a flying kick. They won't even have time to play their theme song.
Behind you.
My predictions were out-predicted!
You big dummy! The only thing they'd be playing for you are the credits!
Don't tell me this guy's a fan of the Starlight Knights, too!
How you feeling? We got a surprise for ya.
The train is about to enter the station. Please stand behind the yellow line and board the train in an orderly manner.
Ferry, you're up.
Roger. Measuring airborne electrical charge.
Billy?
Leave it to me!
Critical voltage in 4. 3.
Hurry.
2. 1. 0.
Huh? Nothing's happening.
Think of something, Foxy!
New countdown. 4, 3, 2, 1 now.
Perlman was just a puppet? You're the one behind the demolition plan. Then let me ask you. Winning the bid at such a low cost and killing all those people, is the construction project really that important to Vision?
That's not something you need concern yourself with. I think that's enough chit-chat. It's time to get down to business.
What's that in your hand?
This little thing? The detonation switch for the ether explosives, of course.
No, wait! No!
I deeply regret the loss of any non-existent residents in the blast zone. Everything we do is for our vision. Goodbye.
Miss Sarah, reports show a successful blast.
Good.
Wait! Look! That tunnel leading out of the hollow! Someone's coming out!
The Vision Corporation is a disgrace! Down with the Vision Corporation!
Vision has the blood of innocent civilians on its hands! You can't silence us this time!
And everyone!
Oh, so you were able to get out of the blast zone. I'm impressed. Do you really think you can expose us? Don't forget, everyone here belongs to us. On my order, open fire.
What? How could she?
She's serious!
What's that sound?
This just in! A shocking scandal is developing around the Vision Corporation! After receiving a tip-off, our reporter followed the public security and has now arrived at the site of the Demolition Command Center located near the entrance to the Dead-End Hollow. Public security forces are currently cordoning off the scene and have subdued a number of unidentified individuals posing as law enforcement.
Calling Director Sarah! Calling Director Sarah! We're surrounded by public security! Not just public security, Bellabog Industries is here too! They brought the media. We've lost control of the area!
I knew Vision wouldn't give up easily, so I contacted Bellabog as we got out of the hollow. As expected of a competitor, they got here real fast.
Director Sarah, what should we do? Director Sarah? Where are you?
Reporting. All suspects have surrendered. No casualties among the residents.
The public security says we're safe.
I heard they'll get our details soon, and we'll be taken to the station to give statements.
It's you! What are you doing?
I was going to ask what you're doing, sneaking around alone. Didn't you hear the announcement, requesting everyone to the station to make a statement?
Everything has been dealt with, so I'm not needed anymore.
No way. You're an important witness who can prove Vision is guilty. And then, there's the Cunning Hares.
I'm the one who tried to get you killed, right?
You've still gotta pay your share.
Huh? My share? What share?
Your share for dinner, of course. Didn't we say, once we are done with the commission, we'll go out for dinner? You said you didn't want to go to the Starlight Night restaurant, so Billy won't pay for us. And Nicole says she wants a decent meal, so we'll have to split the bill.
Wait a second! You guys said you'd treat me for being a generous client! Why do I have to pay all of a sudden? And did anyone ask me my opinion? I never said I'd go!
Then consider this a formal invitation. Would you like to come to dinner with us?
The Proxy siblings are coming too! And it's all you can eat!
That's right. All the mackerel you can get your paws on.
Unlimited mackerel? Then I'll have to think about it.
Anyway, thanks to Nekomata's connections within the Red Fang gang, they won't be coming after us anymore. And I've made progress on what you asked me to investigate. According to the gang, they took part in stealing the strongbox, but nobody knows where it actually came from. Apparently, Silver received a commission from a mysterious client.
They were told to go to the Institute and get the strongbox. But Silver didn't give the gang all the details, like how or to whom they were gonna hand over the box, so nobody knows.
Whoa, are you serious? You've got to be kidding. No one knows where it came from? Mystery client? Nobody knows the details?
Didn't you say you made progress? But the Red Fang gang are clueless about the strongbox.
But that strongbox is really hard to look into. And I want to help those poor old residents who escaped death get compensation as soon as possible. We saved them together after all.
Thanks for the guilt trip, Nicole. We'll let you off the hook this time. That reminds me. What happened to Nekomata? I haven't seen her since.
Ah, that little kitten. About that...
So she left.
Meow, meow, meow! Cat attack! I printed our group photo out! What do you think? It's good, right? Super clear! Come grab one. This one's for Wise, and this one's for Belle.
But yeah, this is something I like when the game does, is like when you get to the end of a commission, or like a important commission for like a specific story arc, it'll have like a photo thingy like this. Of course I moved it so it's not like center frame now, but and it just like commemorates like, you know, the episode that you just went through, or like the adventure that you had. But then this one's cool just because it, like, you know, it's when like the Cunning Hairs adopted Nekomata into the faction, since she was kind of just a Red Fang gang remnant, but then, or she wanted revenge on them, right? But then she ended up joining them, so that was like a cool little way in how the story went.
What's wrong? You two look like someone just stole your favorite mackerel.
Playing on our heartstrings is a bit much, Nicole. And don't even think about using the commission fee to cover what you owe. Just pay 10% today.
Well said, Belle.
Have mercy on me. I just wanted to surprise you. Ahem. Let me formally introduce to you the newest member of the Cunning Hairs.
I'm Neko Miyamada, but you can call me Nekomata. I work for the Cunning Hairs. I look forward to cooperating with you both, meow!
Alright, well that was the end of that tape. I don't think we're actually in the third chapter, because there's sometimes in between chapters. Oh wait, you know what, I think this is section 6, isn't it? Frontline Pursuit. I don't know actually, I guess we'll see. I think it is, right? Close quarters combat. Shadow of the Unknown. Zero less than, I don't know. We'll get to it next time. I was thinking about doing this like every day, but then I would like run out of like material too fast, so I think I'm just gonna do these every week. Just like a new chapter or whatever, so. But yeah, I think we'll do up to the, yeah, this is the part I think where we get to Bellabog, so we're not there yet. So I think next time I'll just do up to where I was gonna stop this time, which was like here. And we'll just go all the way through the Bellabog section to the next chapter. So that was like chapter 1. Let me find it. Menus, dude. So yeah, I think that was like most, like that was all the prologue and then most of chapter 1. Not quite all of chapter 1. Yeah, it says agent stories and that. So. But yeah, there's the Nekomata thing. So we did get through the Nekomata part, but we haven't gotten up to the Bellabog part, which is where I would have stopped. So next time we'll just go up to here, and then through chapter 2. But because like the story is like structured like this, right? Like there's a prologue, chapter 1, but then there's like interludes, and I mean that's why it's like so like kind of like weirdly structured until you get to chapter 3, and it has like a proper structure after that. Like every story beat is like an actual chapter. It did kind of get weird to that blog though, I gotta say. Like after chapter 5, I was like, okay, was that like, cause you hung out with Astra and Evelyn, and it's like, wait, was that an actual chapter, or was that like, what was that? That confused me when I played it. I was like, cause we got the agent thingy, or not the agent thingy, we got the bonus episode, and I was like, oh, I wish I would have, whatchamacallit. I'm sorry, let me find, what's it called? Yeah, we got the special episode with Astra and Evelyn, but I'd already played through the part where we hung out with Astra, and I was like, oh, I wish I would have just waited to play through that part before this part, because that would have like that it really ties in really good with that. But then it like the release window, like when it came out, was like so much. It was so before that came out that like you had plenty of time to get through it. But then you're just sitting there with like not like missing out on the next part. But yeah, that was chapter 1. Not all of chapter 1, mostly chapter 1. But like I said, we'll cover all of chapter 2 in its entirety next time. But yeah, a lot of stuff happened, Red Fang Gang, Miguel Silver, but then it's like a mysterious client that they got the commission from, so we don't actually know who wanted the box, or how they had any info on the box, the lockbox with Fairy in it, so that's still a mystery. But then we saw, Director Sarah for Vision. She pops up again later on. It's hinted that it's seemingly like she's an antagonist, but I think she might be a double agent, because she just has too many like connections like high up. But then she does, I don't know, it's like she leans into the antagonist side, but I feel like there's also a chance that she's just like either a double agent or just like deep undercover for like one of the good or the heroic factions, I guess. What else happened? Cretin Hollow. I actually took notes on my phone while I was watching all that stuff. Ether Aptitude and Corruption. Hollow Investigation Association is like mentioned. They don't actually go into it, but you do eventually meet up with that faction as well. But they're like a sub-faction under the Public Security, which is another faction. It's like, yeah, there's a lot of different groups and like how they all meld together. The hacker, who I know their name, I wrote it down, but they're not actually named here. But the Rosetta data for the Fairy, like what it does is like it kind of explained, but then they also named the other AIs, I guess. But hold on, I took a screenshot. Where was it? It was like Ghost, Ginny, and Yokai. Because there's like a third party watching, but then that was weird too. Because like the dialogue says, "What a surprise! One of the keys has already been activated," and it says, "Oh, really? Which one? Ghost, Ginny, or Yokai?" But it's like, okay, who are these people talking? And then like, what are they talking about as far as keys? But then I guess technically, it would be like Fairy is the key, but then she's an AI, so there's 3 other AIs? Question mark, or maybe, I don't know, probably, but we haven't had any type of. I don't think there's been any type of like progress on that story thread since that part, so we still need to come back to that at some point as well. Fairy is waiting for the opportunity, air quotes, to arrive to do whatever she's supposed to do, I guess. Maybe, I guess we'll see if that ever happens, right? Because that was a lot of stuff that they like. That was like a really weird lore dump of like stuff that happened that has still not happened. It's a weird way to phrase it. And then like their teacher's lifelong dream, which they don't really phrase it like that when they mention it after that part. Perlman shows up, Vision Corporation, Tops Alliance is named. But yeah, that was a lot of stuff in chapter 1 there. I enjoyed it. I had not played in forever. Also, it's weird because I hadn't played any of the I had not played back any of the story chapters, I don't think, in this part of the Faith and Story thing. So I didn't know it skipped over like so much combat, because there is a fight with Didden Butcher, which I guess I'll play through here actually, because it's like, it's kind of weird to me that it's like it's not in there, because I'm just like, what? So there is like stuff that, like where it's combat, but then it's like mostly cut out, which is fine, because it is like a story, it is seemingly like a story recap type of interface, which I kind of wish it was like both though, right? Like either you could like, or just maybe that's like what they're like redoing when they redo it, but like, you know, if like you could like do it with just the story and like none of the gameplay, or just like, you know, some of the fights but only like the story relevant combat sections. Because I'm thinking about Final Fantasy 14, because there's like that thing in that too, right, where you can just go back through the I forget what it's called, but you can like go back to like the old cutscenes and like watch the old, like how story stuff goes down. I try to find this Dead and Butcher encounter, because it's in here somewhere, I think. I'm pretty sure it is. Emergency rescue. Gosh, dude, I don't know. Escape from certain doom. Is it this one? Limian Hollow? Nope, it's not Limian Hollow. It's another Hollow. Oh, dude, I didn't even know which one it is. It would have to be one of these, though, right? Like, Commission Rally's not it. Man. I don't know which one it is. It's not that one. This should be easy. It should be. Yeah, like the way this is. Oh, wait. Yeah, you're right. It's by level, right? So it should be the lowest level thing on there. Okay, it's now 45. Dude, I don't know. 52, 50. Okay, never. You know what? I guess it's just not in here. Because I was thinking, oh, maybe it's whatever. But that's. Okay, whatever. No big deal. I'm not caring about it. I thought it would be like a lot easier to pull up and get through, but we don't even play through on the recap, which is weird, but it's whatever. But Didden Butcher pops up a lot in like a lot of the boss sections and like stuff that you replay. But if I can never find it, as far as like oh, it's this thing. Let me go pull it up. I'll put it in there. But yeah, that was Zenless Zone Zero Story recap. Part 1, Chapter 1. I don't know how I'm going to be, like, naming these, so I just have, like, a 1 in it now. But then I think next week I'll go over, you know, Chapter 2, and like I said, just do them weekly, or try to get them weekly. And then, like, as, like, the current stories wrapping up and, like, going into 2.0, and it's also archived, it's like I can just do that as well. But I'll eventually catch up to, like, where the story's, like, current. And then I guess like the week after on those, I'll just replay it on the archive thingy. But yeah, that was that. So until you see or hear from me again, thanks for watching, and I'm now signing off.